proud of you. And I'm like,
We're
That's
live.
great.
I'm sure that he is. There are certain masculine things that some guys have, and I have where they want to tell you that they love you, but it'll come across like this.
And on that note, hey everybody. I was welcome everybody. Welcome. We're going to be playing some Starfield today with some really special guests. We've got Wes Johnson joining us, a very familiar face. Wes is playing a new character in Starfield, one that you haven't heard before. But if you've been playing, if you happen to take a visit to Hope Tech, which we're going to be doing today, you're going to meet his character, and he'll leave a memorable impression on you.
He's a swell fella.
He is. We are also joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the adoring fan that just won't die, and apparently won't stay confined to one universe. We're also joined by Craig Sechler.
Hey, Craig.
The iconic voice of the adoring fan. How are you, Craig?
I'm great. Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Yeah, Craig, we were talking about this before the stream. Did you ever anticipate in 2023 that the adoring fan would be having a renaissance?
I would never anticipated anything for the adoring fan except eternal damnation. That's it. But yeah, obviously he's the Lazarus of video game characters. So
yeah, we're gonna be we'll be taking you around on our quest today as companions.
He gets knocked down, he gets back up again. No, you're never going to keep him down.
Yeah. No matter how bad you want to.
We're also joined by Casey Manillo. How are you, Casey?
hey, how's it going? Good to be here.
Yeah, Casey. I just spaced on the name of your character. Good Lord, I had notes.
Kiwi and
Yes, that's what it is. Kiwi.
You can't kill Kiwi, by the way. I've tried. You can't do it. Kiwi yells at you, but
you tried to kill yourself.
I was curious.
I've done that before. I mean, when after Fox in Broken Steel became nigh invulnerable, I would load up on the small nuclear weapons and all sorts of things, and spend like an hour and a half to 2 hours trying to kill Fox. You're his friend, so you save, and then it's all out warfare.
Yes.
And I could never kill him.
You save your game, and then you just become a QA tester and see what it takes to kill. See if it's possible to do it.
Have you ever done that, guys? Have you ever decided you're a nice guy throughout the game, and then suddenly at the very end, you've got just a little bit of time before you're going to call it quits. You save as the nice guy, and then you murder everyone in town.
I may have saved scum on my first playthrough and become a mass murderer in New Atlantis. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Maybe it's just me, but when I go back to that original save where I was a nice guy, people are kind of like, yeah, I got a weird feeling.
You have to load twice, otherwise they kind of remember.
What before we dive into the game, the game has been out for a little bit now, and boy, howdy, does the pace of things move so quickly online these days. What has been some of your impressions? The adoration is a good word that the game has received, your characters have received, feedback and stuff that you've heard. Wes, do you want to start off?
Well, we actually should probably start off with Craig, because his character was leaked early.
Yeah, that's true.
Suddenly everybody was like, oh my God. And Craig went and did that little thing on TikTok wearing his wig
that you gave me.
Yes, which was my favorite thing in the world. First of all,
Greatest
Craig,
gift ever.
I have to say, you have the perfect hair. You make Pierce Brosnan wish he had your hair. And then to see you that day when we were over Bethesda, taking out that big yellow troll wig and sliding it down over your head was a moment of just absolute glory. You could hear the angels singing. It was wonderful.
No false modesty there. Here it is.
But Craig did this great thing on TikTok afterwards, and everybody was just like, "Oh my God, he's back!" This guy that they tried to kill so many times in so many different creative ways, they're like, "Oh my God, we love you. We can't wait to murder you again."
Not everybody, not everybody.
No, not everybody kills you. A lot of people like to just hang out with you, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go
But
figure.
I've had people coming up to me, sending me messages online going, "Hey, sorry, I had to shoot you in the face." And what do you say to that? "Oh, okay, well, you know, I
To each
guess
his own.
what if that's what you feel."
Keep talking, everybody.
Different strokes for different folks.
For
Yeah.
some reason, the Zoom window kept switching back to the other mode. So I'm just going to
Uh-oh.
grab the full window here. That way it doesn't keep cutting you guys off. But yeah,
It's still very interesting.
the press response has been great. The players, there's tons of players. I think they reported last day was over 6 million. It's become a big game, and the modding scene really exploded as well for something that doesn't quite have the tools yet for that.
But they're still going
Yeah.
for it. And
Yeah.
how much sleep have people collectively lost since, well, really August 31st?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I've forgotten. I mean, when Game of the Year came out for Skyrim, and I'd gotten the Xbox Series X, and looked at how beautiful that looked on there. To be able to go now into Starfield and see the advances and how just breathtaking everything is
Yeah.
wonderful. And I've lost lots of sleep. I had one of those mornings where you say, "I'm going to play for half an hour," and the next thing you know, the birds are chirping outside, and your day is toast.
That's been me for the last week and a half, honestly. Like my sleep
Yeah.
schedules, I had to make sure I didn't play the game last night, otherwise I'd wake up at 2 p.m. again. Because when you have like sessions like late in the day, sometimes and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I got all this time to kill. I could stay up till like
I
7
can
o'clock.
quit anytime I want to,
Yeah,
man.
it's anytime I want. I'm in full control, and then birds are chirping and go, oh crap, and then the sun's coming up,
The
and then you're
birds
just like,
mock you.
uh-oh.
It's
They
not
do.
just
They're like,
things-
"Ha, you got no sleep." I'm like, oh yeah, I know. Don't rub it in.
Yeah, caffeine has been my friend.
Yeah.
But I don't see now. How old are you now, Casey? Just you can give me a rough decade.
I'm in my mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
And so I've doubled up on you there.
Just hit mid-30s.
Well,
Yep.
not doubled up, but I'm, just over the point now where I can probably get into a movie theater cheaper. And you don't recover as quickly from these all-nighters as you used to. My brain and my body and my spirit is all like, "Let's go." And the next morning my body is like, "Yeah, that was a mistake."
That'll be me someday. Maybe. I still
Still
get asked
love
for
it.
kids menus, so maybe.
I used to be able to do that to a certain age in my 30s, 40s. I looked really, really young. And then one day, dang.
I'm waiting for that day.
Oh, well.
My hair will fall out. I'm gonna have like crazy wrinkles. It's just gonna be.
Are
it's
you
gonna be
looking
like a
forward
trip.
to the hair falling out? Because frankly, the moment you're
Yeah.
standing in the 7-Eleven and you look up and realize that's no longer a security cam, but a bald spot cam, it's a very distressing
Oh
day.
no! Hopefully, I'll be like Craig and just keep that luscious, crazy flow going long into my lifespan.
There you
Hopefully, as
go.
long as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casey's getting a lot of love in chat here. Nobody believes that you're in your mid-30s.
Ah, that's amazing. I mean, I never really hit puberty, I guess, so that's a good thing.
That's
Especially
where
for
the
my
money
job.
is, Casey. Stay
That's
with
right.
it, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Never grow up. Peter Pan forever, dude.
Dude, that's like kind of was my nickname as a kid, but now it's probably still my nickname for some people into my adult life. Because
Yeah.
people come in this like studios I haven't worked with, and they're just like, "Are you lost, kid?" I'm like, "No, I'm here for the." Like, what's your name? I'm Casey. I'm here for the session. Oh, and I've legit got like, "Are your parents with you?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, did you drive yourself?" I've got that like a month ago.
Whoa.
Really?
Because I had to
That's
drive
awesome.
like an hour out, and they're just like, "Did you drive here yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?"
You're still at the point where you're offended when people card you. At this point, we're kind of like, oh, well, Bless you.
Just like, wow, really? You think
No, I don't really want to buy any liquor, sir. I'm just thinking about buying this place. What is nice here? Maybe that'll work.
right?
So Kenny, where are we at now? Where are we at?
So right now we have to go talk to Daniel Blake. So with this character, we're gonna be getting Craig's character here after I drop Samco back at the ship.
Can you drop in a third person so we can get a good look at you? Give us a nice model turn there.
Oh yeah, so here I am in my very subtle attire.
Spiffy.
I'm on Aquila City, but I'm choosing to walk around in my spacesuit. So I'm gonna go talk to Daniel Blake here. So the first part of the ranger quest is what they're filling us in on now. So we went to this farm. We discovered a Hope Tech spaceship that had been stolen.
Tried to buy it first, but
So now we're checking in here at the Ranger HQ, and that's going to lead us over to Hope Tech.
Unfortunately, it
Now, if you go to Hope Tech before you get this quest, Ron doesn't really want to talk to you, does he?
No, I got to tell you, Wes, it was very hurtful to be dismissive.
Well, it's like you can't walk into just, the place formerly known as Twitter and ask
Space
for
Texas for the win.
Yeah.
What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm?
Now, you think this guy's got hair plugs? I think he's got
that's
hair
true.
plugs.
Excuse me, guys. Are you
Space
saying
airplanes.
something that I'm not seeing? You seem to be talking
Now,
about.
did you find
images
anything
on
that
a-
would
Oh.
give us a lead on why?
I'll
these
send
men
you the
wanted
link
the
in
farm?
chat. Don't
Yep.
worry about that, Craig. And then just mute it and you can watch it there, okay? Stand
Okay.
by.
Yeah. I'm going to give... I hired someone to steal a ship from Hope Tech, and I'm going to give him the
Hope Tech
slate that
ships
we
ain't
found.
exactly cheap.
There's the link in
That
chat. So
thief could
just go
probably
there,
tell us
Craig,
a lot
and
about
turn your
this
volume
man you
down
ran
and
into.
listen
There's
to
something else. They
Zoom
were
and
dressed
watch
in
it on the
three-star
screen.
militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1.
Sam is just
They
lurking
also
behind
said
her.
something about being
Yeah,
Like
Sam's
little
going to give her a wedgie
Fosco.
there. That seems a little sus.
Didn't you fight in the Colony War?
Yeah, you've got
Marshal?
the Vasco
Any of
there
that sound familiar?
in the corner. That's a little
That's
something
cute.
that Bethesda gave us to have a
I was in
companion.
that unit
It's like
for a
he's
while.
the advanced version of the
He was
paperclip guy.
disbanded
Yeah, it's an
It's
adorable little
Clippy!
stream
after the
complaint.
battle. of
It's
Edgewood.
Robo Clippy. Oh my gosh.
What was left of it anyway.
Finding the Starship Thief? Let's see. Is the best lead.
Hell, it's our
That looks like a
only
very
lead.
comfortable leather
The
jacket
Hope
there.
Tech
he's
factory
wearing.
It
in
is, yeah. I
Hometown
gotta.
on
The
Pole.
textures of the
Need a
outfits in
clue
this,
to our
it's
ranger
crazy
station out there.
how different
Yeah.
it
He can
is.
introduce
with
you
this
to Ron
creation
Hope,
engine, too.
president of Hope
Actually,
Tech.
the expressions
He might
on
be
the
able to help you
faces of
find
the
the
characters
thief.
are so much
Just
more.
make sure you
They
stay
give you
on
so
his
much more
good
motion than
side.
you've ever gotten before in these
He's on the
games,
council
you
of
know?
governors, and they're the ones we answer to.
Now, what's interesting is I never knew what Ron Hope
Proud,
looked like.
stubborn,
I had an image in
smart.
my head of what he looked like as we were
Self-made man.
recording. But
He built Hope Tech from
when I
blood,
suddenly
sweat,
found out
and
they
sheer
went with a
willpower.
version of me with what I looked like when I
Good.
first started voicing
Last thing
games
I
at
need is
Bethesda,
the council breathing down my neck.
that blew my mind.
This is your assignment now.
Yeah, I was
Work
really,
with the other rangers. Find out what you can about
you know,
those
between
men
that
locked
and
in
the
room.
randomness of
Meantime, I'll
dropping
look
the
into a
Adoring
possible
Fan in the game,
connection with the
there's
council.
tons of
Good
Easter
hunting.
eggs that kind of celebrate, almost a quarter century of Bethesda's games. There's little bits and pieces here, there, and everything that they've done. All right, so now,
Sam's over there doing jumping jacks in the corner.
yep, we're gonna head to the Hope
Now,
Tech
what is
factory in
that?
Polvo.
What is that spacesuit you're wearing? Where'd you get that?
This? I think I stole off someone's dead body, Wes.
So one way to shopping. That's a different level of goodwill.
Yeah, so this is my UC Marine spacesuit. I've got a calibrated ecliptic backpack on that. So there's an oxygen reserve and a power boost. I take 15% less damage from people that I attempt to kill. And I get this chameleon calibrated space helmet. And the chameleon effect is kind of cool in this. As you get phenomenal cosmic space powers, let me save this here,
Ooh,
'cause,
you just scared Sam Coe.
like, if you want to say, did I turn those off? Let's see.
You turned invisible.
Anti-gravity fields. Let's turn anti-gravity field here.
Never get used to that.
Okay, apparently I can levitate.
I'll make sure.
Wait. Oh no. Well,
Well, he didn't
okay.
like that.
You know,
No, yeah, no.
our boss does not like to be hit with phenomenal cosmic power.
So where'd you go to now? Had you saved, or are we all the way back?
Oh no, I definitely saved scum that. All right, so
there we go.
let's head back to the spaceship, and we're gonna bid Samco a fond farewell, and we're gonna pick up the adoring fan as our companion on this adventure.
Very nice.
Yeah. The OG.
You know what I thought
Homie.
was really funny is somebody took a picture of the Imperial Guard next to the adoring fan in Oblivion and stuck it next to a picture of Ron Hope next to the adoring fan in Starfield. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Here we are. in
Recon
the
Die said the
field.
same thing happened to him when he did that at a McDonald's the other day. Recon, that was gas. That was not psychic powers.
The city is so huge. Oh, there's
Hey,
my
you
ship.
should see this.
I got lost so many times in the city when I
Yeah,
first
it's crazy
there.
the scale of these cities.
Yeah.
No
and
one
as,
gave me a map. I wandered around for hours trying to find the second gun shop.
as usual.
Yeah.
I'm over encumbered. I should probably
Yeah.
drop some stuff here.
They don't penalize you for it though in this game at least too much because you can still jog, you can still sprint, which is nice.
I got way too many weapons. Oh, you know what it is? I have stolen books.
Oh. Yeah, if you're carrying more books in a bookmobile, you should probably drop a couple.
Oh, you know what? I'm also carrying way too many outfits. All right, I'm gonna have to put my outfits in storage. Here we go through a key.
Hello to Major there, Lady Tigress. You have a ragged
As
snaggle,
CO2
too.
slowly builds up in my suit, killing me. I did find out though that your health will only go so low before it stops. I thought it would kill you all the way, but it doesn't.
Oh, when you're out of I know. I
Yeah.
tried. I did it for science. I had to know. It doesn't actually kill you. It just makes the screen go all funny. But it's a cool effect.
Hello. I am satisfied.
Okay, here we go. Back into the cockpit.
Offload a bunch of books.
Yeah. I picked up all the books because I wanted to find out more places I can explore on Earth, all the landmarks and stuff. So I'd save and steal every book I could find just to see which ones give me the landing zones.
All right, let's. We need to store as much as we can here. So let's get rid of this. Oh. The secret outpost actually ties into meeting Casey's character.
Ooh.
By the way, that screen effect where you fade in and out, Ranger Houston said that effect is what happens when you stand up too fast after a long session of Starfield.
I mean,
Yep.
Houston isn't wrong. Okay, there we go. And
What
as
is
you can
that?
see,
Did you have a booger in there? Was that a giant space booger?
it was. I have.
Look,
Your
what
ship is a mess.
You know,
You are a pack rat, my friend.
Damn.
I'm going for a particular role play
Ahoy,
scenario
Captain.
here. So
You've
I'm
been
just
doing
gonna-
some barrel rolls out there. That
You
could
know,
be dangerous.
Sometimes you just gotta.
And what's going on with Sarah there and her Blair Witch face in the corner?
Well, this is my summoning circle. As you can see, I put all of my books here. All right, so we're just gonna drop off.
At
some
least you
things.
do have a filing system.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop for this. Let's drop.
Does it move around when you fly the ship? Do you just get books and stuff just all over the place? Zero G.
You know, if I were to hit this, I'd actually that would be kind of interesting. If I hit this with the gravity wave, stuff would go all over the place.
Yeah, people would be like, glad to be a passenger today.
I think I accidentally just took all my clothes off.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
I've been working out. Can you tell?
Very impressionable for
My-
Sam's
my
daughter
shirt.
there.
Accidentally, it fell off.
Oops.
Okay, there we go. Ranger Deputy. And we're gonna ditch Sam. Let's go find where the adoring fan is. I think I left you upstairs, downstairs. There's Cora.
She's probably gonna clean this up. Jeez, you live like this?
She's not going to argue with him. He's a guy in his underwear with a gun.
With a space pack on his back.
Where is the adoring fan? Not at the table.
You can just summon him to the ship, right? I think if you
Can
have
you? He's
if you
already
could
here. Oh, I think I left him.
Oh, is he assigned to the
downstairs.
ship?
He is.
How
yep.
big is the ship? Jeez.
It's got some size to her. Where's? I feel like the adoring fan's gonna do a jump scare on me here.
Greg, where do you think you'd be hiding?
No idea.
Isn't there a hotkey for companions?
You left him in a place that had oxygen, did you not?
I think I did. Yeah, does anyone remember what the hotkey is? There's a master menu to assign and unassign people from a spaceship.
I just do it from.
Would Clippy
where's-
McVasco know?
Yeah, right.
Oh, is it here?
Start and
Oh,
there's the bottom
crew.
left.
There
one.
we go. Okay.
The crew one, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, where's the adoring fan? There you are. So you're unassigned. So I'm gonna get rid of. There you are. Simeon. We're gonna unassign you. Okay. And we're going to assign the adoring fan. Oh, and Craig, I think in the background there's audio coming through from the video window. There's audio coming through.
Yeah.
How can I get rid of that?
Down
So-
at the bottom of your screen, there's a mute button.
How can I get rid of that?
Down at the bottom of your screen, there's.
Yeah, so see the video window where you're playing?
Bottom of the screen, there's a mute button for the video. How do you mute the video? For the video. This one we're looking at, you need to mute because what they're getting. This one we're
I got it. Some feedback. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, thank you.
Hey.
Sweet. All right, so we just summoned.
The man, the myth, the legend.
We just summoned.
Oh,
except he's
Craig, where
hiding
are you?
somewhere. Where
You'll
is
never
the
find
adoring
me.
fan?
It's gonna jump
In
out of
that
a locker.
locker?
Yeah.
Well, there's Sarah.
Yeah?
Wonder if he's outside.
Riding on the wing with a prayer.
I'm outside the ship.
Ooh, lo adoring fan.
You didn't leave him behind on the
No,
planet,
I
did
just
you?
summoned.
Oh, no.
Adoring fan is probably still waking up in the ship.
If you sleep on the bed and let time pass, maybe he'll just
Maybe
like
he'll
jump
show
scare
up.
you when
That's
you.
a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably what it is. Well, let's head to.
I know my Bethesda games, baby. Put too many
Let's
hours.
go. My God, there's someone on the
No
wing.
regrets.
Mayday!
Someone
This
on the
is
wing.
Freestar Ranger Nia Kalu.
William Shatner looks out and suddenly, by Azura.
Need help! I repeat, need help!
Someone.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
I don't have any contraband. I don't think I do. I think I got rid of it beforehand.
Do you have a
Go.
shield,
All clear to
shielded
land at
bay?
Hometown.
I do.
Ooh.
Board Nia Kalu's ship. That's Polvo Station. Oh, Nia Kalu's ship is over here. And we're gonna board her ship. Whoops. There we go. Wait, what did I do? Did I accidentally shoot her ship?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Nia. Wait. Nope. Hang on. All right. There we go.
There you go. Keep the dream alive. You got it.
I sometimes accidentally crash into things if I don't dock too quickly.
Sometimes flying these things, it's
I
like
crashed
someone who has
directly
never
into the
driven a
eye.
stick.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
I backed into one of the stations. I bumped into it like 5 times trying to dock it. Just what the hell? What are you doing? I don't know.
You know they're talking about you on that ship too.
Oh yeah, they're going.
Oh, they absolutely.
First time? Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. Let's head back to, here's Nia's ship where we have to go, I think. And this time I am not going to smash into her. I forget which button it is to...
The dock.
Yeah. So, nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, as we get closer, then I can hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, select E and then hit R. That's what it is.
Yeah, pull back a little. Pull back on your speed.
Yep.
Oops. And I did it again.
Should have listened to Wes. Got to pull back on that speed.
Okay, now I docked. There we go. 3 times the charm. Thank you for the follow.
They want to have a word with you in engineering.
Yeah, they've got some questions. Oh, I'm dying. Let's fix that. There we go. All right, so there's Sam, there's Sarah. Let's double check that I actually did assign the adoring fan here correctly. Yeah, okay, good. You are assigned here. So you're somewhere hiding in this ship.
You gotta save on the, or you gotta sleep on the bed a couple hours, and they'll just teleport to you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Probably, yeah. Oh wait, yep. There you go.
I'm gonna sleep it
My
out.
video is like a few seconds behind.
All right, there's Sam.
Is Sam? Maybe you have to unassign, because you could assign them to your ship, but they might not be assigned as like your companion.
Normally I just walk up to them. I don't know if there's a hotkey for that.
Bust out the cons commands. Don't do that.
Console commands.
Kill the achievements. You'll never find me. I'm hiding.
Never find me. I
Maybe
constantly
he's
find
just
him at the
really
lowest part of my
intimidated
ship.
by Sam.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not out on the.
He's probably outside somewhere. On the exterior of the ship.
The adoring fan hates clutter, so he left, says J.J. Mills. You gotta clean up your ship and maybe he'll come back.
Yeah,
He's no longer a fan, he sees how you live.
That could be what it is. Talk to Nia. Where is Nia? Through this door. I think I skipped a level. Yeah, there she is.
Is it possible that Sam Co is a requirement for this particular level and this particular?
Please tell me you're here to help.
It could be.
Not to try and steal
Oh,
my
are you on the quest where you have to have Sam with you?
I'll just
I think it
pretend I
is,
didn't
yeah. So
hear
that could be why.
Ah, that's moving away.
I was
I
trapped
do
in a
remember that
crew of
happening.
outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off.
So if you try to
but
talk to
they got a
Sam
few
and part
goodies.
ways, he's like,
As you
nah.
can see, I ain't in much shape to make
not going on.
repairs.
no. Sorry. Okay.
Just patch her up enough to
Okay,
get to
just trying to get
Hopetown.
the adoring fan.
The
I see.
rest can get fixed up there.
Find it myself later.
All right, so before
Sam.
we can
How are you
descend,
calling somebody
I am
else's
one.
ship a piece of junk after
Rangers
we've
always
seen
got
how
each
you
other.
live?
look, you know what? Let's not, yeah, there's a very particular role play scenario I'm going for here, Wes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
Space
we're
order.
going back here into repair her ship. So we got some damage here. And something down. We got something up there. That's repaired.
That's what took.
The galaxy's too big to be stuck in the same place.
Wait.
Next time.
All right, Sam.
Whoa.
Sam achieving a quantum superposition.
What?
Okay, there we go. We've fixed the ship. So let's go talk to her again, and we'll be able to land in Hopetown.
Sam was a wee bit
Thanks.
in your face
That
there.
should get me
A
home.
little bit.
I mean,
like-
he was shaking his
talked-
badonkadonk on
You're
that ladder
They
there.
were
Eddie.
pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real.
Meanwhile, these chat
Can't
comments
let
are
that happen.
great. While you guys are
They look
looking
to
for
be
stuff,
heading for
reading all
Phobos
these
Moon
comments.
Miafa.
They're really
Good
good.
hunting.
The I'll clean it up tomorrow playthrough.
That's why I don't tidy my bed as a specific roleplay scenario.
It's good to be out and about. The lodge gets stuffy sometimes. So
Yeah, it won't let me dismiss him as a companion. So I think you're right. I think that's part of the problem.
So has she just got a little indigestion? What's up with her? Little IBS going on?
Wait, how do-
that was a hell of a thing to see.
Wow.
I just fell down the ladder. Her ship has a confusing layout, and
Your companions keep doing the whole Blair Witch face in the corner.
Yeah, I noticed that.
no, don't fall down again. Okay, here we go. Back to my ship.
I think you have a haunted copy of the game, dude.
There can be.
Yeah, look at him.
only
He's definitely possessed right now.
We're going to undock.
Anytime I play this and I'm in the
Did
middle
you
of
look
doing
underneath this?
stuff. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, did you look underneath some of those piles? Maybe the adoring fan is under there.
Under some of the.
Yeah.
What do we have there?
And I'm in the middle of a mission, I just stop and look in awe at just how big it is and how good it looks.
Here we are at Hobo Station. And let's see.
What are we looking for over here again?
We have to dock at the station. I still, for whatever reason, I have trouble with the.
Right there, right above you.
Yep.
There
it's
you go.
F and then R? No, that's not it. Come on.
It's hard to see when you've got Vasco there blocking your view of the.
Oh, the health
Dorian,
and
what was
the
it? Is it
ship
F
stuff.
and R or E and R? I forget. Right, there we go. So,
I like that when you said it about Vasco. Vasco's like, hi.
I'm completely destroying my ship. Where's the docking port?
Who's underneath? Oh. You will be assimilated.
Stop. No. Okay.
Now see that little dot there to the left, the blue dot. Is that where you're going? There you go.
Yep,
I
conversation.
have I'm great at space battles. I cannot for the life of me dock all.
You're not a parallel parker.
No,
in space.
I'm really not.
There you go. Just come over there to that, up to the right. Go to the
I'm
right.
going to destroy the ship.
Do you see where the little thing is? Aim on the square. Aim on the square and see if that allows you to lock in.
It should. Oh my god. Wait. No, I'm going to destroy. I'm going to completely blow up the ship.
Oh my gosh. You got this, I believe in you.
Stop.
Sort of.
Hold still. All right. Before I destroy the ship, trying to dock the ship, let me just save this real quick.
Is this also part of the roleplay?
It is, yeah. No, even when I'm not streaming, if I'm trying to dock against something, I usually blow up the ship. I don't know why I can't master the parking of it. Right, stop. Stop.
The most competent driver in America.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Wait, no. Okay, there we go. Yep. Oh god, the ship's...
Pull back.
Jorian, this is amazing. Shut up, Jorian.
Do you
The
see
ship's
the little
gonna
blue dot at the bottom? That's where you're going to.
Yeah, I'm right here.
You got to aim down and keep going slowly.
See, it's at 0 though.
Hey, get that closer to the center. When you get there,
Yep.
you see that square, go right there. Aim on that.
Yep.
Click on that. Oh, you're off to the side of it again.
Except there's no docking port here. It's just underneath the.
Right up in there somewhere.
This is how baby stations are made.
Teach that in school. 500 meters, no need. Yeah, no, you should be enabled to
Select
initiate docking.
station with E,
500
then
meters.
hold R to dock.
Select station with E and hold R to dock.
I'm just used to controller. Be like, just hit X.
Oh, you know what? That's what I was doing.
When you get up there on that square, select E. Polvo
yeah,
station.
Polvo station.
And then hit E. On that.
Except there's no R to it. That's right here.
In space, no one can hear you stream.
Could be bug no option coming up. Yeah, you know what? Let me try and. It could. Right. Well, the ship exploded. You're right. I think end. Hang on a second. Yeah, it might have been my game because the whole game just shut off. Hang on.
Imagine parallel parking and you fail too many times and then you just see the car explode. We'd have a lot more explosions in LA.
Used to happen with Pintos all the time. Little AMC Pacer, boom.
It happens.
Damn.
It happens. I think part of it, I never tried streaming with Zoom as well before. So I think that's why I was getting some lag earlier there. Because I normally have the game cranked up all the way.
JJ Mills says, we will remember this stream for all time.
Look, JJ, it wasn't my fault. I was having trouble parallel parking.
Well, this is what we should have really called this. You know, let's watch Ken try to dock.
Look, spaceship travel is complicated. Okay, here we go. That's the canon ending. You smash your ship into a space station, blow yourself up, and die.
And it just
That's
says,
the hero move.
A game by Bethesda. Roll credits, and you're like, oh wow. It's different from the others.
Okay, here's my very... okay, I have to repair the ship after attempting to dock very poorly. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, there's no... So normally...
This is why we can't have flying cars, Ken. You can't have flying cars because you would end up trying to parallel park over somebody's house and boom.
Yeah. I think there's actually something wrong with the station itself because there's no docking port. Like I'm hitting R when I'm over it, and there's just no option to dock.
So we need to locate the docking port.
So, I'm also confused because it just says
double check.
0, and not the distance you are when you're further away, which is weird.
Go to my Atha.
Hey,
Where's
Dad? Will you read to me tonight before
The
bed?
first stage of grief is denial, Ken.
I like that very much. You haven't asked me to do that in a long
Same
time.
pixels.
And will you do funny voices for the
I feel
characters?
like there's no.
Like you used to when I was little?
You just try and stop me.
I thought I saw it early on, just before you started crashing into the station the first
Go
time.
to my Atha.
But that was about half an hour ago.
All right, let's try this again. Oh, great. All right, well, we have a quick space battle here. To get some of these outlaws, so at least I can't park, but at least I can fight.
Only you have the Doran fan. Doran fan.
The Doran fan would park for him.
Yeah.
Tell him he did a great job.
Yeah. Doran fan is the one who mans my ship. He's just there having a good time. Just on the controls. You love to see it. Just every day is the best day.
I oughta.
Straight to the moon? Straight to some.
To the moon, Alice.
There's a lot of other planets.
Bang. Zoom.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Park on them. Dock on them. Try to dock.
Park on him. Yeah.
Try it.
Park
All right. Well, you know,
Respectfully.
I hate to say it, Ken, you're developing a bit of a reputation. Oh, look at that.
look, you know what? It's
We
the
can't
pressure
have
now.
anything
See, it's the
nice.
pressure.
His comments are like a squid releasing.
They're funnier than we are.
Yeah.
Use your
Grab jump, there's no shame. I mean, you got a point. Yeah, use your secret weapon, dock on him, parking. You'll never see it. They'll never see that coming.
That's the guy you got to get right there. He's a shooter.
Our grab jumps in the creek.
All right, I may have to grab jump away here because this is not working. Can we land? Nope, can't during combat. So let's, maybe we can.
Oh, I love Ranger Houston's comment.
What's that?
Next time.
Should have made a hidden perk of the adoring fan that when the player character's health gets below 25%, the fan will become enraged.
Adoring fan goes John Wick.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's too late for me to escape. Yeah, I can't during
Actually,
combat.
wait a minute though. That's actually kind of what happens in the game. Because I've had other companions with me
I'm screwed.
that will not take shots from me. Like if stuff gets too crazy, Sam, Sarah, they're like, "Whoa, I'm out. Hold on, let's." Our adoring fan
Right, well-
runs right into it and
Round
just
two.
blows everybody away, and I'm like, "You're on my team." That's why that companion is a perk, because you cannot get that anywhere else in the game.
So before they kill me, I think what I'm going to have to do, because I need some supplies to fix my ship. Let's try landing here.
Can you change companion outfits? I want to dress him as like a John Wick.
We
Every
can,
time he
yeah.
does it. Oh my gosh, I need to do that later.
Evidently, in battles, Ranger Houston says that the adoring fan likes taking out kneecaps and crotch shots.
Can confirm.
I'm listening.
His dialogue evidently
Is there a
is
way to go faster than
supreme.
the speed of light?
Do you remember that dialogue there, Craig? Do you remember your
Kneecaps
battle?
and crotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
going
used
for
it
the
just the
crotch.
other night at a lounge and I scored. So
Nice.
There he is. Finally.
Yes! How close should I follow you? 2
Yeah.
meters behind? 1
All
meter?
right.
Less than 1 meter? I just want to make sure you've
I got to
got enough
tell you,
space.
Craig, you seem a little
Emotion.
more dark and psychotic in this one than in the
Yeah.
past.
Oh, wow.
love the hairdo.
If you insist,
It's quite the hairdo.
try not to
It is.
faint.
Okay, there we go. So now we have Samco as a companion. Let's change tacts here a little bit because I screwed myself attempting to crash into that station. Let me go back to... Yeah, we're going to roll back the clock here. I needed those ship parts that I took crashing into the battle station. So I'm just going to roll it back to this part here.
It'd be nice if we could do that in life.
Yeah, a little bit.
When I play this game, or any Bethesda game, this often,
Please tell me.
and I'll do something stupid in real life and
I'll
go,
just pretend I...
reload,
tracking
reload the
you.
last
Bastards got
5
me.
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm
As you
just,
can see, just patch
Am
her up
I the
enough.
only one who goes to movies in the
Thanks.
theater anymore? And if I missed a
Rangers
bit of
always got each other's
dialogue,
back.
involuntarily my hand goes up because I want to pause and roll back and hear it again?
yeah.
Doesn't it work?
I've,
I think it's...
there's an app for that on your phone. Control the movie. Everyone else in the theater's like, what the hell just happened? Sorry, I missed the spot. Just want to go back a second and see. I missed what he said.
Just running through, fix the shit, matter of course. Go
Out
up
of the
there,
way, Sam.
launch it.
Out of the way.
IBS
Run.
lady and get the heck out of there.
Speedrun strats.
Yeah, she wasn't wounded. She's just feeling a little crampy and bloated.
She's fine.
Thanks. Good. Now let's talk about this. They were pretty beat up, so...
I just ate a bit too much. I'm feeling a little bit of carb lag.
You're a Freestar Ranger deputy. Carrying that badge? Those bandits were...
Oh God, it's all right. So I'm gonna save, and now we'll go deal with those fools on Mayatha. Set course for Mayatha.
Sounded wrong. Hey, you can set course for Mayatha.
Back in the ship. You won't let me fast travel. Come on, Sam. A lot of these ships, because of how big they are and with all of the ladders, can be very confusing to find your way around in.
Be better if you just turn off all the gravity and float up through that.
Right? Can you use a jetpack to just, I mean, I started doing that. in the ships.
Mylanta. Hey,
Sounds
Aaron
dangerous
Bailey,
to do,
how are
though.
you, buddy? Nice to see you. All right, so now we can watch me not spend 15 minutes crashing into a battle station now that I understand
Oh,
where I need
man.
to go. And we're going to go right to Mayatha.
That's where all the funny comments come from.
Now that I have enough ship parts to survive this battle.
Get a lock and blast them!
All right. Here.
Hey guys, remember me?
It's the parallel Parker. Get him.
It's the Parallel Parker Revenge Tour.
Parallel parking 6.
Can't see this Bosco, but can you repair
Okay,
that?
there's one down. Now that we actually have ship parts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Repair that ish.
They are laughing in the face of their own demise.
Come on. Die. There we go. One left.
I'm your last hope. All lot of hope.
Nice.
One left. One left.
Help us
Oh, there we go.
get cocky, kid.
Let's just pretend that the last 20 minutes of the stream didn't happen, and I'm really great at both parking and battle.
I'm afraid that ship sailed, sir.
That ship exploded. a
You
while
saw
ago.
nothing. All right, now go to Hopetown. I've redeemed myself. It's like the next Rocky movie where I actually had a knockout.
J.J. Mills is promising parking memes.
Oh, damn it, JJ, leave me alone. Now, at
Look at
long
that parking
last,
job.
now, you know,
Yeah.
it'd be hilarious if I just crashed into Hopetown.
Oh my god.
Can I help?
All right, we're going to dismiss Sam, and I'm pretty sure that the Adoring Fan is still downstairs. So let's go get him. Downstairs or upstairs?
It's like my first apartment.
Thank you for the follow. Did you just say it's like your first apartment?
Maybe.
Look, I've got challenges with inventory management here.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a giant. There's two separate places you could store all the stuff in your ship, but the floor is also an option. It's cool.
There he is. Just look at the way
Whenever
he's
I'm lost,
casually hanging out
think,
here.
How may I serve you? Yes.
Yeah, look at him go.
Man, when did
Should I
the
follow you?
Adoring Fan become
2
James
meters
Dean?
behind.
I was just gonna. He needs like a bottle of
1
Coke in his hand. Be like, oh hey, like,
Then
He's got the adoring drip.
right.
I just want to make sure you've got enough space, emotionally.
It's very nice of Craig to be concerned about emotional space.
Oh, wow. If you insist, I'll try not to faint.
Oh, he looks sad now.
Annoying without a cause.
Now, when he says this stuff now, I'm not hearing Craig's voice. I'm just seeing the expressions, and they don't seem that sincere when he says, "I'll try not to faint." I'm getting a little sarcasm there.
Yeah.
You know, part of that could be Craig. I may have insisted if for you to come along with me, you had to give me your life
Until you
savings.
left.
So you gave me
Then
50
this
credits
place
and a
is
paper,
dead
a
to
toilet
me.
paper tube. That was your life savings.
That is something you can do with him, right? I saw
Yeah,
someone do
I
that.
did
and
that
it was-
earlier. I was hilarious.
I can't believe that.
So
Took his
this
tube.
this is Hopetown, and this was one of the things that we learned at the start of this mission is that not only is there a ranger station here, but Hope Tech was completely built from the ground up.
Hey.
Self-made man, Mr. Wes Johnson. Is Ron
Well-
Hope's full first name Ronaldo?
Ron Hope is a man of the people.
Is he?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm only
Made
thinking
it.
of others.
Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
No, not at all. No trouble. No, that was
Good.
super
I'm
easy,
sure it didn't
barely an
hurt that I
inconvenience.
softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila.
Hey, her
The Marshal
stomach
sends
seems
his
to be doing
regards
much
along with a
better.
briefing on
Yeah,
your
she looks
case.
better.
She must
I was surprised as hell
have
to learn
dropped a
about the
big one
Starship
on the
theft.
ship before she
Nobody
came
said a
down.
word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can
On
see
that
us
tiny
whenever
little
you're ready.
airplane,
You
little.
take a little time.
Yes,
feel free.
I gotta say, that doesn't appear
His
to be
office is
very well
upstairs.
ventilated.
He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
That's what that was.
If you want to imagine how that ship smells, think of a convention. Any convention.
Mhm. Or hour number 10
I'm
of a
guessing the
Dungeons and
Marshal already told
Dragons
you this,
session.
but I'll say it anyway.
JJ
Ron
Mills.
Hope isn't just the founder
Chunks
and president
Tums.
of Hope Tech. He's on the council of governors. The council
Chunks
oversees the
Pepto,
Free
yeah,
State
Pepto
Rangers,
Chunk.
So don't rile him up.
I can see it. It's a little
I've
pink
spent
cube.
a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope.
Ron Hope isn't a
He
follower,
comes on
he's
a little strong, but
visionary.
there's a lot to
It's a
admire
man
about
of the
the man.
people.
Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone.
I mean,
All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
should we show Ron Hope respect? We'll let chat decide.
Yeah.
When I first came through
No
here,
stopping and signing in, just move right on through.
one of the
Yeah.
things I was most impressed by is how tired, worn, and miserable every single one of your staff looks, West, in these cubicles. Oh man,
Every
look at
one
this.
of them is a scribe Bigsley.
Look at
every
these.
single
Look
one.
at these sandwiches.
Mm,
The adoring fan sneaking a sandwich.
gray meat. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just looked very sad working here.
Well, we've got to keep up the morale.
Oh, we have a current poll. So, thank you for putting that. Should we treat Ron Hope with respect? Yes or no?
Provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a
First, you have to steal his book.
I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters.
There he is.
We're
The book is
also
still there. You didn't get the
responsible
book.
for
Wait a minute.
welfare.
There's a book here. It says Solomon Coe's Cheyenne Trip
We
Inventory.
Look out for our people here, Burchett.
Oh wow.
That's a point.
Did Ron
I
steal
did not see
that?
that one.
Personal.
That's an interesting book.
You steal it
Excuse me,
back.
Mr. Hope?
You could,
Well, now.
you could just
the
pick it up,
Free
walk
Star
away.
Rangers.
You won't mind.
At
Weird.
last.
Maybe.
$2,400 value.
Damn. Good
Yeah.
to see you. I think we're done here, Burchett.
Let's see,
Yes, sir.
there's a sincere
This is
face.
the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money.
Am I in the way? I think he's trying to sit at his desk.
Let's
Let's-
get down to it,
all right,
shall
let's
we?
sit
Time
down.
is money.
Oh, I
Sit
guess,
down.
I guess I shouldn't sit down. All right,
Let's
let's
get
talk.
on with
Let's
it.
talk.
I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory.
Sure, I don't have to tell you
Justice
what
must
outrage it
be
is to have
done,
a ship stolen
and the
right
sooner the
out of the
better.
factory. Justice must
Ranger
be
Houston with a
done
question. Odd that
sooner.
he's wearing a ball cap with his suit.
better.
Is he doing that for a cosmetic reason, Wes?
It helps keep the wig in place.
I found your stolen ship on Montara Luna.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that
That's
doesn't mean your
good
work
news.
is done.
7 votes for
I'll send
no,
I
my
want the
people over
none
to
for
bring it
yes.
home.
Wow.
prosecute
All right,
it
so
to the
I guess we're gonna have
That
to
doesn't
be
mean your work is
of the
done.
law. I'm sure I
I
don't
want
need
that
to
to be
remind you.
found and
my
prosecuted the
position
full
on the
extent of the
Council of
law.
Governors?
I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position.
I don't give a damn about your
Council of
position.
You'd better learn some respect, Deputy.
What did you just say?
One dispatch to a
When you're getting a
kid
live
city,
reading, you're getting a
and I
live
can
reaction.
end your
You better
brave
learn some
Oh,
respect,
in that
Deputy.
story. Now,
One dispatch to a
tell
killer
me
city, and
that
I
you've
can
at
send your
least
brief
got a lead
career
of some
in
kind.
the Freestar Rangers to an end. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
Perhaps I expected too much. You are just a deputy, after all. Well, I'm
Perhaps
not
I
sure I can
expected
be
too
much
much.
help,
You're just a
but
deputy,
I'll answer
after all.
whatever questions
I'm
I
not sure
can.
I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions.
Why
I
didn't
can.
anyone report the theft? That's
Because
a
I
good question.
told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in
Because I
fierce
told them not
competition.
to. If word got out,
Other
it would do
starship manufacturers.
irreparable harm to our image.
Any sign of
I'm in
weakness
fierce competition
could
with
be
the other
fatal.
starship manufacturers.
What's
Any
more,
sign of
every
weakness could
starship
be
thief
fatal.
in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown.
What's more,
and start planning
every
the next
starship
heist.
thief in the settled systems would likely
thief
flock
had-
to Hopetown and start planning the next heist.
The thief had inside help. Know anything about that?
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here.
What?
Holds its employees to the
Nonsense.
very highest
We've
standards.
fed our people very thoroughly here.
Nevertheless,
Hope
I
Tech holds its
suppose
employees
I
to
could
the
have
highest
Cosette conduct a
standards.
thorough personnel review.
Nevertheless, I suppose
Rest
I could have
assured,
Cosette
if we turned up
conduct a thorough
any
personnel
evidence,
review.
one of our people was an accomplice.
Rest assured, if we turn
I'll
up any
let you
evidence that
know.
one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know.
Did anyone see the thief?
We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all.
We
Yeah, right,
confirmed
Telev-
everyone was in the
Televigius?
building
That's
when it
both
happened,
highly
and not
unlikely and more
one
than a little
person seems to have
suspicious.
seen anything at
However,
all. Frankly,
I can't
I
deny
think that's both
there
highly
are
unlikely
times when
and more
the hangar is
than a
empty,
little
so
suspicious.
it's not.
However, I can't deny there are
inconceivable.
times when the hangar
The
is
thief
empty,
could have
so
slipped
it's
in unseen.
not inconceivable. The thief could have slipped in unseen.
Was there anything unique about the stolen
No,
ship?
nothing at all. It was just a standard Hope Tech cargo hauler. Not that it didn't
No,
have great value.
Nothing
mind
at
you.
all. It was just a
Hope Tech
standard Hope
builds
Tech
some
cargo
of the most
hauler.
durable and reliable
And not that it
starships
didn't
in
have
the
great
settled
value, mind you.
systems.
Hope Tech
You
builds
can
some of
bet
the
my
most
ships
durable
last twice
and
as long as
reliable
anything Stroud
starships in the
Eklund
settled
made.
systems.
I think we're
can
done
bet
here.
My ships last as long
I
as anything
need
Stroud
you to
Eklund
understand
makes.
something, Deputy.
Now get out of my face and go
town
about your way. I'm a
It's
busy
home to
man.
men,
I have
women,
Teslas
and
to create.
children who depend on Hope Tech for a living.
This is good for me and Craig
I
because we're
provide
watching
jobs
the Twitch
that put food on
muted,
their tables,
so we can't hear
and
it,
a
but now we
roof over
can.
their
Thank you,
heads.
Wes. We have a
And
live
it's
reading
a
here.
responsibility that I take very
I
seriously.
provide jobs, put
If
food on
word
their
gets
tables
out
and a
about
roof
the
over their heads.
stolen ship,
It's a responsibility
my
I take
investors
very
will lose trust,
seriously.
and my workers
Word gets out
will
about
pay
a stolen
the
ship,
price.
my investors will lose trust, and my workers
can't
pay
allow
the price.
that.
I can't allow that.
Ooh. Well, I guess I can make no promises about discretion because we get to be
A
a little
ranger's
bit.
first duty is to protect the people of the Free Star Collective. If your
No reason to be a
costs
dick, young
my
man.
workers
A ranger's
their
first
livelihoods,
duty is to protect the
then
people of the Free Star
utterly
Collective.
failed in that duty.
If your
I
carelessness
hope
cost
you
my workers
understand
their
that,
livelihoods, then you've
deputy.
utterly failed that duty. Which is just duty.
Thank you for the
Hope you understand that.
Keyword duty.
So now we're going to listen to Cosette's report. I'm really curious.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something. Fuck off.
Shut up, Cosette, you stupid
Break
bitch.
through at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work.
Our trailer.
Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be
Neon.
heading to Neon.
Discussed.
Which means
My
I
people
can
are
get back
depending on
to
you.
work.
Hey,
Remember
can I get a
what we
word?
discussed? My people are depending upon you.
All right, I'm going to quick save here because I don't understand what this book is. Solomon Coe's Cheyenne trip inventory. Why would he have? This is a bullet point list of things Solomon Coe brought on his solo jump from Earth.
Are you
to the-
crouched? You don't have the thing that tells you if you're like hidden?
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, whoops.
Poor thing. Good luck.
Oh no, I have a 1200. All right, you know what? Oh crap. It's fine. I'm working with the boss.
Yes, I'm sure.
I want that book.
You stole from the Imperial Guard. What do you think's gonna happen?
Okay,
You're coming with us. We'll be taking any contraband and stolen property you have on you.
Yeah. There's a side quest to find all of Ko's documents that were sold off at one
criminal
time.
scum.
Oh. Alright, so the Adoring Fan and I have been in jail.
The fan's in jail too. Oh no.
It's
You're outside the jail now.
Yeah. Maybe he was waiting for you on your way out.
Always something.
Craig,
Trying to get into the jail.
Craig, I think we've talked about that before. But where did the sound, the voice of the Adoring Fan come from? Did you just look at a Cupid doll and thought that's it? Were you inspired by cartoon characters? Where did you find that kind of energy?
That's a very interesting question. I was just asked that recently in a radio interview from the Gamer over in England. It's a combination of a lot of things, including a real person, believe it or not. But the real person was about 5 years old.
Oh wow. Who was the person?
He was a naughty little boy. But he's one of my favorite people. I've used him in a lot of things. He was a naughty little boy who thought he was the bestest little boy on the planet.
That wasn't
He
as helpful as
thought
it
it
could
was,
have been.
even if he was hitting you
Still,
over the head
at
with a
least you know where
hammer.
to pick up the trail. Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
So I guess the Adoring Fan and
should be
I
able to help you
are
out.
going to have an adventure
Well,
in
we both
Neon,
got
which
work
means
to
that
do.
we're both going to have to
It
dress
was
for
good
the
to meet you,
occasion.
Deputy. Thanks again for
Sounds like
helping
you're
me
going
out
to a
there.
rave. You need to take
We
some
are.
ecstasy before you get
No
there.
problem. Good
Yeah.
luck on Neon,
I'm
Deputy.
gonna see if yeah, we may have to inhale some space fish.
If you'll excuse me,
Space fish.
I am on duty.
He's just sort of standing here.
Creme terracino is my favorite. Terra latte is also my favorite.
Just random
So
throwaway
is Terra
lines.
Brew classic. I don't mind. Why would I?
What
When
is
he
it-
ta-
when
when
you
he
ask him
talks
a
about
personal
coffee-
question,
When he talks about coffee, he's like, I love like a mocha macchiato, and I'm like, did Craig just
That
improv that and they kept it in because like
ominous.
it sounds like something that you just said and just like I love these kinds of coffee. And rarely sometimes stuff will end up in the game like that. So
I'm currently asking
me
him to
wonder.
take his fandom up a notch.
Oh, I can definitely
Yeah.
do that. On a scale of 1 to 10.
time for you to go permanently. Oh no.
11 times infinity. Just you wait and see.
All right, now we're off to Neon. We're gonna
now
get...
that you've put the Adoring Fan on steroids.
Wait, what? Did I? Am I lost? Oh, yeah, I am.
Everybody gets lost in the cubicles.
Just waiting on the credit check.
Off we go. Oh,
Another adventure.
all right. We're gonna find a very
Just
specific
keep it
outfit.
holstered. We'll get along fine.
Okay, where's the door?
Folks from all over the Free Star Collective come here looking for me.
Oh, there's the door. We made Vasco make a drink. Yeah, so this companion that Bethesda made is awesome. There are some commands. You can make Vasco do stuff on stream. It's kind of a cool feature.
Hey, Ranger Houston, the wee that you're referring to, I think I recorded that 20 times, 20 different ways. Each one was sillier than the last. I don't know which one they chose, but thanks for noticing.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. When I was streaming the game, everyone in the chat all at once just typed "wee" when he did, and it was a hit. It was fun because with the scene and the sounds, and then everything's so serious, and then you just hear "wee" like with the subtitle of "wee," and it's perfect.
Well, when they first announced that the Adoring Fan was going to be in the game, it really kind of telegraphed the fact that Starfield was like a love letter to everything they've ever done.
Yeah.
You know, and that there would be Easter eggs from other things, and there are a lot more Easter eggs in this game that people are figuring out and finding. You know, it's really cool.
All right, we need to have a nice outfit. There we go. So we need we're gonna need that.
Oh my.
We're going to need
that's nice.
There's a tentacle. Yep, we're gonna need that and the outfit. And I'm gonna wear this. So let's put the Adoring Fan in something interesting for Neon.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
That
Good
one
Lord.
with the spikes would be a
Yeah.
good one.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
Someone might shoot you on another planet if you're not careful. Think you're an alien.
Off we go. The arm shop there by Hope Tech is from Oblivion. Really? Yeah, Stephen Russell is in the game, Solier. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
hadn't stumbled on his character
find him
yet.
yet, but I want to. It's amazing.
All right,
Stephen
so now we're going
Russell's
to
awesome.
head to Neon.
The arm shop there by Hope Tech is from Oblivion?
For a second, I thought you left Vasco behind.
Same name, I think. Same name.
We may have. All right, so now we're going to talk to Jalen Price. So first,
You're looking as glorious as ever, Captain. Consider me
let's play
your
dress up with the
acme.
Adoring Fan here.
Oh my god.
Those little dark shadows there are a little ominous.
Ominous as hell.
So let's take that. Let's see. We need to give him.
I also love that he's jacked. And when you look at his traits, he's jacked. Like, I work out every day for you. Yeah,
There we go.
you don't mess with the Adoring Fan. He's not just the little dude from Oblivion anymore.
It's all grown up.
Yeah. Oh my god, what have you done?
I think he went into the fly machine with.
You know what? This is a good look for the Adoring Fan.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's perfect.
All right, I need to, let's switch outfits here. I need something that's going to make, let's go for the nightlife jumpsuit. That works. Let's take this off. Let's take the pack off. Let's relax it.
You'll always see him coming a mile away.
Here we are.
So that thing was a helmet that's on his head?
Yeah, the Adoring Fan and I are ready for Eurovision.
Wow.
All right, let's go talk to Jalen Price.
Wow, Craig, nice butt.
That is too good, man.
We may have to go drinking
Not
with the
everybody
Adoring
can
Fan.
pull off the form
because I actually,
but the Adoring Fan can.
I haven't been into
think
the
they're both
Astro
gonna
Lounge
score.
yet. Look at that outfit. It's even got like little tentacle things coming off the.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh my god.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just.
Bethesda Softworks has really
rookie, aren't you?
outdone themselves this time.
The one and only. Well, the marshal's message said you were following.
It's gonna
a
make
lead
dialogue
about a
options.
stolen ship.
I get
Even
the
better.
feeling this guy's
Truth is,
judging you guys.
Yeah,
Stolen
yeah.
goods flow through here.
I've talked to
But
him
the city
before.
is
He's a
real good
scumbag.
at keeping its secrets, even from us.
Hopefully I can count on your help.
You can count on my help if you play by the rules. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here.
The jiggle physics
who run
weren't
this place
necessary,
aren't
but certainly is
overly concerned
enjoyable.
about the
Did they add jiggle
Our job
physics on
is
the
to
adoring
keep the
fan's
peace,
ass?
make
I,
sure the
you
violence
know,
doesn't
they
get out
may
of hand.
have.
The last
Should we find
thing
out for
anyone
science?
around here wants is
It's a
hotshot
scientific thing.
deputy
It's a
looking
scientific
every
thing.
dark
It's just,
corner.
just gotta know. These things have to be documented for later
I
generations.
pick my battles.
You never know what might
and
be
I pick them
important to
carefully.
know.
Our first duty is to protect the people of the Free Star Collective.
It's like Tom
Sometimes
Selleck
you
and
have
Danny
to choose
Trejo
which
had a
people
kid.
to protect.
Oh my God, that is perfect.
I can
really
see
is.
it.
Absolutely.
You nailed
Oh
it,
my
Rick
God.
Von Dog.
Wow.
Yep, damn, that's good.
Yep, yep.
A beautiful kid.
If you ever get a chance to have
Your
Danny Trejo's
stolen ship would've
tacos
had
in
to land
LA,
at the
you've
spaceport.
got to. They're
If it
so
was
great.
right
And his
off the
street
factory
corn,
floor, it
I
would've stood
saw him
out.
at Awesome
There's
Con,
a
and I was
guy
telling
I
him, I said,
know,
your street corn
Billy
is some of the
Clayton.
best I ever had. And he
Does
said,
maintenance
you know,
work
it's
around the
the
city.
people,
They
I
just
like
like
it
cringe
even
at
better
the
than my
traffic.
mother's. And everybody went,
I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor.
You know, it's like,
Even if it doesn't
don't
cause
say anything
credits.
about your mother's street
Nothing
corn
in
there,
Neon is
Danny.
free.
So Danny's on hard times right now,
This
huh?
is
He's got a
Neon.
cart out
There
there
are
and
no
he's
guarantees.
Yeah.
And who I
corn
find
and
trustworthy.
tacos
And
changes on a
donuts. He's got a
daily
donut
basis.
shop.
and
Talk
donuts.
to him or don't.
Yeah.
It's your call. Come on.
Maybe Bethesda Softworks will bring him back too.
All right, we're going to talk to his contact here. I can't. Oh, the adoring fan in that outfit. It's killing me.
Just stick him in the corner at light or at night, and just a lamppost, just a beacon of
It's
light.
pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City.
And if you have any
Yeah,
post-it
I
notes
read
you
all
need to
the
save, you can
reports.
stab on a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
little
Quickly
things
that
hanging
Neon
off
staying
them.
informed
Oh, yeah.
and staying alive are closely
Place to
linked.
hang your keys.
What stood
Keys,
out
your
to
hat,
me was that you
code,
didn't
maybe?
lose a single hostage.
When I was younger, I would have really liked
Marshall
this
tried to
place.
recruit you right away.
Yeah, me too, to be fair.
Would have made him look like a fool.
It's like
Some
Space
random
Vegas.
stranger step in
Yeah.
and do the job he couldn't.
Only even
Now,
seedier.
someone tried to hold up a bank.
There's some pretty seedy sections of
I haven't
Vegas
actually
these
been
days.
into Ebside yet, so this is my first time in here.
Ah,
I've only been on the strip. Did you steal the outfit off a Dancer, or is there somewhere you can get it? I did not steal it off a Dancer. I can't remember where I got it.
But
Who'd
you
you kill for that one?
I know. I'm
That's
just
why you just told me
the
that
poor
you were
bastard who had to
lost.
die wearing that.
Keep that in mind. You'll fit right
Well,
in.
the thing is, it's got so many random designs, the blood just fits right in.
Yeah. It adds to the aesthetic.
Oh, I just heard them describe this as the city that never sleeps. So it really is
Oh,
Space
so it really is
Vegas.
Vegas.
I'll be damned.
that
Or New
used
York.
New York.
Oh, is it New
Yeah.
York? Oh, I thought that was.
I want to wake up in the city that never sleeps.
You're right.
Not bad, Wes. Not bad.
If I get my silver shroud hat out, it would be better.
Frankie's Grab and Go.
Sleep crate.
Yeah, cool.
Hey,
Oh.
Billy, you got a second?
Grab and go.
What?
Is that food or drink or
Oh, shoot.
Food and drinks.
sexual
Give me a good
partners?
scare. I thought you were one of those.
Uh,
Far from it.
he's
Our
doing a
new
little work on the
deputy here
door.
is working a case, and I thought you might be.
He's
able to
happy with
help.
his work.
Take it away, rookie. What do you need?
Stolen Hope Tech ship landed here recently. I need information on the pilot.
Stolen Hope Tech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing.
Say what you want, but at least no one is
Neon's
trying to
got
sell
no
you
end of
skooma
ship
from your
jackets.
open
I've
trench
seen it
coat
come
recon.
north
Yeah.
there.
So he's trying to be very
Gotta
secretive.
remember
He
one
tells
from
you this,
the
but he's
other.
wearing these sound canceling headphones. So he's probably shouting it for everybody on the block to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them.
I can help you, but right now my life is
Persuade
in
him to
danger,
heart.
and I haven't even. Freestar Rangers are supposed to.
Ah, well.
You said not to skip this guy's side quest? All right, Ranger.
Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. Says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
Emmett Goodman.
I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Ebside.
Place is locked up tight.
But there's a
Someone's
guard
hearing
who
all
watches
that.
the door, and he's got the key.
See in the
I'll
comments.
stay with Billy in case Goodman's men come to collect. They're not stupid enough to
Yeah.
hang with me.
All right, so we got to acquire a warehouse key.
Trying to order a Big Mac. What are you talking about? What? Are you still there?
Back to the elevator here. We're headed to the underbelly. Guy's like a dollar store Kurt Russell. Okay, so here we are. We are underneath the platform. Literally the underside.
Wow, this looks terrible and dangerous. Keep going.
Comes the space fish drug things. What is this cat thing on the... What is that? Just random cat art screaming? What is going on there with that artwork?
It's the future. It's the future. Don't question it.
Oh, that's good though.
Open to interpretation.
Yeah.
That's the new ghost pepper cat food ad. They love it.
I love the floating space monsters there. Alright, now I gotta get a warehouse key off someone? Let's see.
Nobody ever makes the really hot cat food. You never see the jalapeno shrimp.
Recon Die, you are rocking it. Keep going. You're cracking me up.
This is private property. You'd better keep walking. This is private property.
Yeah, cat took the one chip challenge. It isn't so bad that it burns the
I
cat
don't
going
think
down.
so.
It's the next day in the
Neon's
litter
got
box with all the yowling.
Do you now? You're not. Yeah, I hope so.
This guy got fired from his boy band and has been on hard times ever since.
So.
Oh my gosh.
You go in, talk to the man,
follow,
and then
Ryan.
you come right back out. Try anything stupid, and it's your funeral. Here, this will get you in.
Hey Wes, these are all PCAP actors, right? They're just fantastic, right?
Some of them are, I believe, but I don't know if all of them are.
Boy.
What is PCAP? Is that like motion capture? Or
Performance capture.
Performance
Now it's
Oh,
called
performance capture, okay.
performance.
Folks wearing the little suits with all the balls.
You know, the people, the way they
Rods.
move.
Get out of my face.
A lot of mocap,
You bet
PCAP. And that's
what?
one of the reasons that we're
Got a problem?
very concerned with them, because when they, protect their safety, give them some breaks.
Oh yeah.
These guys work super hard, and of course
Oh
the
my
AI is
God,
trying to
yeah.
steal all their work and use it again and again. So you work one day,
Make it quick.
and you don't
Get
get
outta
work
here.
the rest of your life. It can be very insidious.
Well, now, look here.
Hello, guys.
Shinjiro 5? Is that like Pizzicato 5? It must be like Pizzicato 5.
Well, now,
Ah, this guy's
Always
great.
have
Is
to
that
have
guy
a
the
vision.
father from that
Tell me
70s
what
show?
brings you by, friend?
Oh my god, I
Light
see
on
it.
credits, are you?
Wow. Great.
Actually, you know what it is?
Oh,
That's
it's
the
awful
deputy without his
kind of you
wig.
intervene on
I
my
knew those were
behalf.
plugs.
But I think I have the matter well in hand. Thank you all the same for your concern.
Billy can't pay the debt and you know it, let this one go.
If you're attempting to appeal to my good nature, you're proceeding under a false premise. You see, in my line of work, it doesn't exactly pay to be soft. What's your stake in this anyway?
Might have to get harder with this guy.
Well, I'm afraid
And
that's
unfortunately,
just
he might
none
like
of
it.
my- Then offer me something I want. Nope, it's not that.
Oh god.
Damn.
That ain't wrong. That is true. Got a point. How
Oh, I can auto persuade.
do you think I like having to do this? I don't. Well, I suppose I could make an exception. It's just this once. You
Look at those eyebrows.
Just promise me you'll keep my compassionate nature a secret.
Yeah.
Folks might
Nicholson for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Captain Mal.
Folks might try
Oh, I'm
to
sorry
take
you're not feeling it.
advantage.
Do feel free to see yourself out.
Recon dies. Stop it.
Don't like the what? Got a problem?
Wow.
Modern Nicholson, including the blue bathrobe. You had to gun him down. Oh no.
So
you
good.
better watch it.
Yeah, he did look like Kurtwood Smith.
I could see any of these. They all kind of were.
Kurtwood Smith with his famous line from RoboCop, "Bitches leave." That was just before he took care of Miguel for our Jose Ferrar. No, Miguel Ferrar. Nobody remembers RoboCop anymore, huh?
I love Robot.
I'll buy that for $1.
Sure.
Wait, where's Blue? Oh, there we go. Actually, I'm a bit worried about Nicholson IRL. I haven't heard what
I think he's got dementia.
Jack Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're just not advertising it like they are doing with
Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce
Yeah,
Willis,
it's
yeah.
a different kind of thing. I think Bruce Willis is about as advanced as Robin Williams was becoming.
Oh,
But I think Nicholson's is just more the general degrading and losing things. He stopped working because he couldn't remember his lines anymore.
Don't expect
Did you talk to Goodman?
I was rewatching the original 1989 Batman. God, that is such a goddamn good movie.
Yeah.
He was great. as
Did
the
you
Joker.
talk to Goodman?
I persuaded him to forgive me.
Yeah. Figured he wouldn't want to make an enemy of the Freestar Rangers. Glad the badge still means something around here.
Yeah, I figured he
Syndicate
wouldn't want to
doesn't
make
worry
an
all that
enemy of
much
the
about
Freestar Rangers.
I think our new deputy here is just a real smooth talker.
Okay,
Hey man,
time for me to keep my end of the bargain.
keep it down.
The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line
Okay.
of work. She usually
Time for
comes
me
here
to
to sell
keep
the
my end
goods.
of the bargain.
Rumor has it she just finished a job for
What am I
some
looking for?
mercenary
Name Grace
She's been
Early.
throwing money around,
Stealing
so
ships is her line of
must have
work.
paid
She
well.
usually comes here. Rumor
know
has she
her.
finished a job for
When
some
she's not on
mercenary
job,
outfit.
she's
Shut
a
up, man.
regular
And she's
Madison
been throwing money
Rogers.
all around, so must
That's
have
on
paid
the upper
well.
platform.
What?
I'll back you up.
All right.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Let's go in the store real quick and let's get a snack.
Can I
Oh,
help
and
you?
here he comes.
Gangs think they run this city, but I don't think you're
Wow.
bothering me.
I am.
Then you should stop.
Is there a reason you're so short with people?
It's one of my rules, and it served me well. Besides, you don't want to talk to me. Fact is, I'm not a good man. Best keep your distance.
What? You're not a good man.
No, I'm not.
I see.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I had a date that went this way once. You're not a good man?
No, I'm not.
God, I feel like I'm in hell.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, I bet you do too. What do you do for work around here?
I work the warehouses. Clock in, clock out, mind my business.
Can't you tell he's
Gangs
wearing a
leave
wife
me
beater?
alone. You should too.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep things short.
His reason is
Drink on
because
the
he's
job,
5
drink every
foot
minute
0.
after.
Oh,
Never play cards
why
in
he's
the
short with
street.
he's a
people.
short
Over there.
king.
Don't love what you
Ah.
can't respect.
Short king.
That's all I got. Anything more would break the first rule.
I love the expressions in this game. It's way better than it was in like Skyrim and stuff.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Not particularly. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, that was a riveting conversation.
Hope you're a paying customer.
I'm trying.
You
to be.
lost, kiddo?
I'm just looking around.
Yeah, well,
It's
make
so
it
damn
quick.
good.
I ain't a fan of loitering. I had some high hopes for this shop back with my husband. These days,
You won't get any trouble from me.
we'll see about that.
What do you have for sale?
just the usual.
All right, let's see what she's got here. I'm not really interested in Digifix. Chambus oil. I'm not sure what that is, but let's buy one of those. Got some chunks. We got some drugs. Heal paste. Ooh, a pizza square. I'm gonna get a pizza square.
You got some whiskey in a juice box. What can go wrong?
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna have a rupee.
Don't switch that with your kids' high C.
See you around.
All right.
Chunks, 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 chunks.
Wes, have you seen? So, Starfield fans are actually doing cooking streams now. So, like, square food is becoming a trend.
I saw the square eggs with some beans. It did make me like want to rush out and make some.
All right, we're heading into Madame Sauvage's.
Now you're getting somewhere.
What she got going on? Says the fun never stops there. While the city never sleeps.
Here we go. We're in a Montreal nightclub.
Yeah, place is hopping.
Oh, great. Just who I don't want to see.
You don't even know
Star
me.
Ranger.
Oh.
And he's... What are you? A sidekick or something?
Something like that,
Now
yeah.
that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
Please, I just need some information. It could help save lives.
She looks like an actress. Who does she look like?
There's no need to make this difficult. You're in trouble, Grace. You better start taking this seriously. You've had run-ins with the law before. There's no need to make this difficult.
That remains to be seen. I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
I know you stole the ship, but people might be in danger and I need your help. Don't play games. I know you stole the ship. You're going to tell me why. You jacked a ship from Hotep. Don't bother denying it.
So I stole a ship. Nobody got hurt. I didn't even keep the damn thing. It was a contract. I was hired to get it for some men. Don't even know where it is now. It was just a job.
Those men tried to run a farmer off her land. They were mercenaries who threatened a woman. They provided the means for mercenaries to intimidate and threaten an innocent person.
Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. This isn't getting us anywhere. You're just annoying enough that this might work. You don't know what you're talking about.
Damn.
All right, fine. I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me.
Senior member of the First? What is
She
that?
was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory.
So she's working for someone
We were deep into
within
planning
Hope
the job
Tech.
when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since.
Go on.
Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Anything else you
So
want
we
to
got
know?
an encrypted slate. Anyone from the First give you a way to contact
No.
them? Did Marco ever give you his
Not
location?
so much as a hint. I'll tell you.
Bankrolling the First must take a lot of money.
Nothing, really.
I think we're done
Works
here.
for me.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. I'm gonna head back.
Then I'm free to go. Suits me. I'm getting to... Ain't many can say they...
All right, so we let her go, and now we're gonna head back to Aquila City. But before we do, let's actually have a night on the town with the adoring fan. We're gonna go to. So I actually haven't
need
been
someplace
to
a little more hopping.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Astral Lounge yet.
All dressed up, nowhere to go.
What do you say, Craig? You ready to hit the Astral Lounge?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I wanna see him
Back
dance.
Out of town, buddy.
Wait.
I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you.
Wait, who's the? Huh?
Oh man.
Appreciate the warning.
We gotta look out for each other, right? Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful.
Good to see that Rob Schneider's getting some work again.
Yeah, you know, we haven't seen him in a while.
Well, you find him at Madame Sid. So.
Although I don't know why he decided to pluck his eyebrows. Draw them in with pencils.
Gonna head back to the plaza.
Be careful out
All right, let's head to the I forget which way the Astral Lounge is. I think it's down this way, right? That's the Rayon Tower, right? Is it here? Nope. I think it's the other way. Wrong way. All the way at the end. All right, so now we're gonna go have a party. We'll take some Aurora in the Astral Lounge.
You gotta look, do a 180 while walking backwards, and you can see the Adoring Fan running at you in that outfit. I think that'd be a treat for everybody to see. Here he comes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck in. Yep.
Work it, baby.
1, 2, 3, red light.
Wait for me.
Don't go causing trouble.
Stop and go.
Red light, green light. Ah, there we go. Astral Lounge. Okay, now we are officially in Montreal.
Nice purple lighting.
Right? That might mean you're in the right place.
Okay, wow. We are officially tripping the light fantastic here.
Oh, I was hoping Adoring Fan's suit would glow and do all this weird stuff in the black light.
There's the dancing.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Now get out there, Adoring Fan. Do your thing. Stretch your stuff.
Go join your people.
Oh my God! Put him up.
I gotta get him up here. I think he has to. If I maneuver him just so I can get Craig's character up here.
Can you push him? Like,
come on, Adoring
bump
Fan.
him in.
Oh, here he comes. Nope. Walk up the stairs. Come on. You can do
Are they
it.
customers or performers, those damn...
Yes.
I think he's a little intimidated.
Oh my God.
That's good. Those are some moves.
Right?
Oh my God.
He's actually... Is he actually doing
He has dancing animation.
Greg, did you do the peacock?
Shut up.
Oh my God.
There actually is dancing animation. I'm just...
Oh my God.
Hang on, I gotta turn around so I can get like a photo of me being like, what is happening?
So funny.
Oh yeah, he's been coming home from the West Village around 7:30 a.m.
The
on
West
Sunday
Village.
morning.
Oh my God.
That was great.
That's great.
We unfortunately don't have dancing emotes yet in the game like we do in Fallout 76. So the best I can do is like year 1 Fallout 76 crouch dancing.
It's great.
I like how he just stopped dancing and is looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Giant trampoline.
Well, he's a big fan, so right now he's probably finding it hard to move in those trousers.
I think I broke him with my crouch dancing. All right. Let me find some, let's go, I haven't taken Aurora yet, so let's go do that. Where even is that? It must be back here.
Yeah. Best dancing animations.
Payload
Wait,
space.
will his dancing animations change depending on where you are? Because I know Paradiso has like a rooftop club.
Oh, that could be.
Feel like getting zoned? I got what you need.
That would be so.
Like
He
getting
knows
zoned,
all the
aren't you?
dances.
Name's Boone
It
Morgan.
works out.
Your
I
new best
mean,
friend on Neon.
You never know.
If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little
We need to dress the
more
fan up as one of the
exciting,
village people.
we have plenty of Aurora for sale.
I'm
Looks like
definitely
Chandler Bing's
here to
pushing the
try
drugs
Aurora.
again.
What are we waiting for? Let's set you up. Here, you take a look at the menu. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Aurora is a bit
little bit.
expensive, but let's face it. Can you really put a price on pleasure?
No. Can purchase a penthouse?
Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury, and since you'll be living in the same towers, wonderful. Here's your key. And if there's anything I can...
Can I take a look at the menu, please? I
Got
just bought a
plenty here to
penthouse in
choose from.
Space Vegas. All right. Aurora. Let's buy all the Aurora.
That depends on if you're hungry.
Are those
All
like
right,
little
well,
mini
I've got a
burgers I
couple of
just saw?
specialties. First, there's our best seller,
The food in this game looks so
But if
good.
your palate is a
Yeah,
bit
they did a
more
great
venomous,
job with a lot
or
of
are you-
custom items.
Of course, of course.
Except for the worms. Not into those. But
Oh, Ben and I are good
The
friends.
chunks remind me of
he's a good
chunky
man.
bars.
Here's pretty
What a
amazing,
chunk of
isn't it?
chocolate.
That's Borealis, only
I gotta look it up.
19 years old.
Arnold
Chocolate,
Stang.
peanuts,
She gets her
and raisins.
Sure. Did I?
I didn't look to see what else was on the menu here. Astral Lounge. What is that?
Huh.
That's kind of that's a really interesting designed wine bottle. Look at that, Wes.
oh,
Yeah, but you finish that, you will no longer be standing like that, gentlemen.
Ooh, Astral Slide. Have some hamburger. They got some cool menu items here.
Yeah, look at that.
look at that.
Crawler
He feels
bisque.
Stupid
Hey,
crazy.
just helpful hint: when eating the
Gazpacho?
burger, remove the toothpicks.
Sparkling water and sparkling wine.
Come back soon.
All right, here we go. Well, let's.
Scully Face said that bottle will look great on the floor of your ship, Ken.
I'm gonna.
Get some Aurora and let loose.
All right, well, let's take our first hit of Aurora. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school.
I thought that was a Adoring fan next to you for a second.
That would be funny. Oh no, we are
Oh no.
tripping balls.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, where did the adoring fan go?
I can see Azura.
Oh, there he is.
Wait, he's not. Oh, there he is. Yeah, yeah,
I didn't even look to see what the effects of Aurora are. Slows time by 40% for 10 seconds. What happens if time is already slowed? Oh no!
You can run around a planet. That was a good.
Oh, if he talked slow,
He
and it was
did.
Like all...
It was.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he does. So if you take it and you talk to the adoring fan, it is an unsettling result.
Oh. Oh my God.
Oh
that's
no,
the
it's so
funniest fucking
scary.
thing.
That is
Holy
so scary.
Ah.
I love coffee.
Quite lifelike, I might add.
All right, this is the bathroom. Where's the?
No way. There's a bathroom? Oh my god.
Oh, that must be the elevator to the penthouse. Yeah, it's gonna. They did a great job. So level design.
Check out
wise,
your new digs.
Wow, this actually does look like your typical club restroom.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yikes.
Slow down.
Little cleaning robot and all.
I think this elevator maybe goes up to the penthouse that we bought.
Yeah, go check out your digs.
Oh, this is the VIP balcony. Time to do some lines of space coke.
Chris here. Yeah, it's the space rock, yeah.
Wait, what is this? Oh, they're private booths.
It's called a mini moon.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
Oh, wow, wow. Wait, oh my gosh. Wow. I haven't even been to Neon yet. I didn't know any of this stuff was
Got a
in here.
problem?
Like, there's tons of VIP booths. Like, this is just fun, empty space. Ooh, this door's locked.
Going on behind there.
Yeah.
Must have done a little fishy.
Don't pick the lock. You don't. This is a family stream.
Let's see.
I suck at this minigame, dude. So bad. All the other Bethesda game lockpick, I'm great at it. I can do it with my eyes closed. But this one, I'm like, it makes me feel like I need to go back to school.
It's challenging, yeah.
It's just when you think you have it, there's one peg left. You're like, oh.
There we go. Let's see what's going on here. So scheduling. This room has been booked by Redacted. Please see Boone Morgan for scheduling conflicts.
Dude, you can't dock, but you can pick a lock.
Look, I'm going to redeem myself there. You know what I realized after? The cursor that was on was directing me. It was actually a planet in that direction. It had nothing to do with that space station. I don't think there is a place to dock at that space station.
What the hell do you want?
Oh, wait, this is the guy who's in charge of Neon.
I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question.
He's the deputy
I'm going to
too.
gift you with a response. I don't
Sheriff,
own
the marshal.
Neon. Neon is the property of
His
Xeno
older
Fresh
uncle.
Fisheries,
His
of which I
family-
just happen to be the
his,
CEO and
family
the
seat has
major.
been spread
Now,
across the galaxy.
if you care to take a moment, not that it's any of your business. Actually, there are a lot of one snap of my finger and people who.
Wow.
Are we done? Good.
That's not anger.
Wow,
that's-
he is a real piece of work. All right, well, let's head back downstairs. I still want to see where our
penthouse is.
Yeah, let's go see our penthouse. Space Vegas. I wish you could assassinate him so bad, yeah. Anything back here? Must be maybe a
Mates, many cats just knocks them over. That's good. Good stuff.
trade tower. Where is? That's weird. I wonder where the elevator is to that place.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Queen...
Oh, it must be here. Yeah, there we go. Benjamin Bayou's penthouse? Wait. No, I guess not. The penthouse has to be inside. Back the other way. Craig laughing in the background. Yeah, but you know what? It's not these voice actors, so it's okay to click through the dialogue. I don't know where the that's the VIP elevator, but where's the penthouse?
What's up?
What's up the stairs?
I don't think there's anything back here. I thought it was that VIP elevator.
Ranger, yeah, that's my biggest thought about the game. Summed up in one quick, funny comment.
Does this only go to one floor?
I could never find signage, maps. Gone the way of the dodo in the future.
This is staff only. I thought there was maybe a penthouse up here.
It is attached to the place, right?
Yeah, it would have to be.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Wait a sec.
Oh,
If you
check
bought
out
the
your
place,
pest. Yeah, you're right.
It should be a quest, yeah. Might be down, yeah. Hey.
Oh.
I think I
Just
got them.
follow the arrows, they'll show you where to go. Off we
You don't see me.
Oh, okay, so we were going in the right direction. It's the trade tower. Sky Suite. I mean, this is nice.
You expecting someone?
Must have an exterior balcony. I mean, it's not much of a view. I was hoping for maybe a seaside view, but you know, not a bad suite. All right, so before, because we're almost out of time here with this stream, let's go see Casey's character.
Oh yeah, my dude.
Let's go see your dude.
My dude. I'm the
No,
helpful
check
Honda
out your
dealer.
dude.
I'm the helpful Honda dealer in space who's just overly nice and is just trying to help. And
Does anyone off the top of their head remember where Paradiso is? Is it Narian?
Prima, just south. You had it.
Phantom of the Paradiso.
Prima. No, that's Nirvana. Oh, Parima?
Prima.
Oh, Hiborima.
Oh, I can't travel while in
to
possession of
Parima.
Aurora. All right, well, I guess I'm going to have to do these drugs real quick.
That's what you do before you. Usually you do it at Paradiso, but before is good too.
Yeah, I got a long road trip ahead of me. Let's do all the drugs.
It's going to jump up and down. Going to slam all those drugs.
God, look at
You know, I see no reason for you, no matter what else happens, to change the Adoring Fan out of that outfit.
No.
No, you know, I might have to keep him this way.
Keep him in that
all the
outfit
way
for
through.
Paradiso. It's all gonna be all beach themed, and he just walks.
It's got
up
like a purple
"Hello."
thong piece going on and everything.
Oh man, and his dance belt.
Well, he looks a little depressed right now to realize he thought he was special going in there. Then everybody's wearing the
Look
same
just
outfit.
like that.
Don't do Aurora and Drive.
Don't do Aurora and Park.
I was gonna
Imagine if you
say,
get
I was gonna
pulled
say
over.
it, but
Actually,
Well,
that might
maybe
help you if you're
do
trying to-
Aurora and then try
You know,
parking.
my parking is one of the things that I'm probably never going to live down now, right? Probably.
It
yeah.
slows things down for 10 seconds.
Okay, so now we can jump here. All right, so let's head to
You can jump just like
this Porima.
Crispin Glover. I can jump. I can jump. I can jump high.
I can't fast travel while jumping. All right, well, calm down. Off we go to Porima.
woo! Did you do the quest yet? Cause the quest with that you see my character in, you do end up having to go to Hope Tech for at least one of the quests, I think.
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up seeing Wes's character and was like, oh my god,
I think there was.
I know him.
From what I
It's the
remember,
guy. It's the homie.
from what I remember, I think there was a ship in orbit.
Yes, there's one that is above the planet, and they want you to do something about that. Prima 2, yeah, that's where I think it is.
Guys, I have to leave, but before I leave, I just wanted to thank all the chat room commenters, because when things were really dark and we lost all hope,
With me attempting to
Ken just
dock.
couldn't get the job done, you kept us laughing and continued throughout the entire thing. It was really great reading your comments. I'm so glad you all loved the game. Ken, you did a fine job, and now you have
I didn't, Craig, but I appreciate your support.
you did a fine job, and you'll give us something to talk about and laugh about for the next few years.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I say goodbye to everybody.
Make sure to
love you all.
follow. So Craig Sechler, you can find on Twitter, on Instagram. Make sure you follow Craig and before
Go
you
to my, what do you call, TikTok.
Yeah,
My
Craig's on
daughter
TikTok
got
now.
me into it, and Wes is all over it too.
I
and
just resent the TikTok you did at the LBGTQ parade with the
Thank
wig.
you.
It was
Thank
amazing.
you so much.
I want to see. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you guys had
Craig,
TikTok. I gotta
before
find
you
guys.
leave us, is there anything that you wanted to talk about that that
No,
you're working on now?
Just from the bottom of my heart, I love you all so much. This is such a great experience for me, and I love meeting people. That's, I think, the greatest thing about this whole thing is I can't believe the talent that's out there in the gamer pool. I mean, they're not just game players. They're all so talented in their own rights, and
You're
it's great
good
getting
man,
to meet
Craig
some of you.
Sechler.
So take
100%.
care, everybody. Signing off.
Bye,
See
Craig.
you next time. All right, bye-bye.
Cheers, Greg.
So chat, if you have not been to Paradiso yet, it's hands down one of my favorite planets because it is just so beautiful.
It's very pretty.
It's super pretty.
We'll take the adoring fan here down by the water.
I got married here.
I did do to my space husband, Samco.
Hello there, Ping Steel. How you been?
King Steel.
The
Yeah,
captain
and
is
also,
here. That's great
like,
to see
look at
him.
these, the design of these beachside bungalows.
I know. I love these things so
I
much,
would
dude.
live here. Like this.
I don't know if you can get one. There's one that is like
Yeah, I don't think you can.
no one's. They're always occupied, but there's one that's not. And I'm like, can I just have this one? Can I buy it? I would do it.
I stream with Ken all the time. They're asking if I stream. Not solo. I stream with Ken. Ken's always fun to stream with.
Especially when I'm parking.
Yeah, I gotta say, your parking reminds me of the old tale about I want to pass, peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming like the people in the car he was driving.
Yeah, it was. I figured it out after the fact. So the direction I had to go just happened to be where the space station was, and then I got confused. And you, chat, I discovered that you can't dock with that. So don't try and park there. The swim trunks are super form-fitting. You're right.
I guess I have to admit this resort isn't as bad as
Remember, folks, when you're trying to stuff out that swimsuit, always put the sock in the front. Otherwise, the stairs you get at the beach are not the ones you wanted.
No major incidents in a while. Let's hope.
So we're gonna head to the executive floor, and that's actually where we're gonna meet Casey's character. And Casey, you said it is part of a quest that I haven't even done yet.
Yeah, there's like a couple of quests, and I guess one of them is I think you can start it just by trying to walk through the door, and then my character's
me
like,
know if I'm
"Yo,
able to help with anything."
can't do that."
And this is Casey's character, Kiwi.
Oh.
Actually, it looks a lot like me. Just kind of weird.
It does.
The Paradiso board. Hi there.
I've
Did
got
they
a
do
lot
that
on my plate
purposely?
right now,
Did
but
they
I
make
They
her
did,
purposely
they
like
did
this?
that. They did that with
During the
Ron
day, I'm
Hope,
all
but it's
business.
me from like
When work's
20
done,
years ago.
I like to enjoy
Huh.
the resort like everyone
Did they have a
else.
camera on you when you did it?
No.
Because I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because we
Between
did it
you
at a
and me,
local
I'm kind of
studio
glad most
here
of
in
the
LA
execs never
called
show
Dave and
up to
Dave,
work.
and so it was, you know, remote.
Let me know
but
if I'm able to help
because
with
Bethesda
anything.
could see us on a camera.
Yeah, it really does look
board
like
is
you,
busy,
Casey.
I know. I'm wondering. I'm
you can
like,
always count on me
because
to
like the
relay your
side
message.
shot is like perfect. I'm like, that's so weird.
During the day, I'm all business. But when work's done,
That's
I
crazy.
gotta
I like to
unmute
enjoy the
this a bit.
resort
I
like
just
everyone
realized a
else.
little late since I had this muted. I was talking over Ron Hope when Ron Hope was talking as Ron Hope.
Hi there.
You were.
Got a lot on my plate right now.
That's
but
okay.
I'm
The
happy
chat
to help
loved
if
it.
you
They
need.
thought that it was duplicate.
Stereo. It's all over. Surround.
Between you and me, I'm kind of glad most of the execs never show up to work.
Between you and me, I'm kind of glad most of the execs never show up to work.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, this is Paradiso is really lovely.
If you try to go through the door, though, I think.
Which door was it?
Go
You
through
know?
oh yeah, go to the door that you don't have access to yet. But if you try, my character's like, "Yo, you can't do that," and then you can talk about the people inside there.
Ah,
So if
okay.
you go back up, you'll see all the characters in that room.
Now, do you ever
Excuse
get
me,
off
you
behind the
can't just
chair there,
waltz in
Casey?
there.
Oh, there we
Do you
go.
have an
I
appointment?
actually don't know because I haven't done those quests yet. I'm saving those, but
I'm here in important business. Don't you know who I
I
am?
really don't, and
I
I can't have you
imagine the
barging in
character
on
must
the
get up.
executives while they're working. So if you need something, you can talk to me. That's the best I can do, I'm afraid. I'm afraid so, yes. Sorry, but
Your
that's just how it is with the board.
has a little bit of a
They're
cross-eye
generally
thing
very
going on.
busy, so any outside parties need to book appointments
I'm
in
afraid so.
advance.
Yes, right after you said that.
Sorry, I can't just let you go in to speak with the board members. I'd love to help, but they're booked solid, so I can't set up an appointment for you either. But if by some miracle you manage to get one, I'll be here to see you in.
What do you think of the hair?
I can't speak for anyone else.
I think I
but I've got
vest.
a pretty
I think I
high-pressure
had
job
shorter
working as
hair
the
when I went
executive
in,
assistant
so
to the
I think that was
Paradiso
probably
board.
pretty accurate.
You
But
can
now
imagine,
it's, you know,
dealing with a
little
team
longer.
of execs, trying to manage
The
all
hair
of their
texture
Were you
schedules
wearing a
and
sweater
auto
vest
wins.
at the time?
But it pays well.
Strangely
and they give
enough,
me a
yes,
nice
it was a very
executive
cold
suite
morning.
at the
No.
hotel to live in. So it's not all bad.
I had a warm
Free
cup of
access to all
coffee.
the resort's amenities after work helps too. What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to
Kick
work
my
day
ass
to
if
day
I
at
told you
least.
all the shit.
I swear, I've
But,
never even met some of them because they chill at their own
The
I like
private
the
one
cheekbones,
that
Ranger
bells,
Houston
all the
says.
shit.
Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it.
Right.
And that's all I'll say.
Your
See you next
safety is
time.
our #1 priority.
Random personal comment. The adoring fan is just hanging out in the elevator.
That's a bit of a skulk in the elevator.
It is.
Look
yeah.
at that. That's a screenshot
Haunting.
right there. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's
Sleep
from The
paralysis demon. Yeah.
Shining. Pennywise has a new clown outfit.
Sanded my shoes again.
Well, that actually that runs us out of time here on Paradiso. But yeah, this
and unfortunately, Jan was not able to break free and get in here.
Dang.
So,
and that's okay.
well, she had a job. Let's all send out some nice vibes to Jan Johns, who wanted to be here with us today.
Yeah.
She did.
Good vibes to her.
Jan rocks.
Oh, you got a wave there. The adoring fan got a wave from Vasco.
I like how the tentacles are just kind
They
of
move.
gently
I didn't-
moving
I
in the
didn't realize
breeze.
they-
It's a
they
little
moved.
unsettling.
They're sentient.
Well, what, Casey? What have you been up to? What are you working on that you can talk about? Anyway?
That I can talk about. Well, there's a show on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, called Fooly Cooly Grunge. I'm the lead in that, which just
Oh, no
That's
way!
amazing.
which is awesome and just aired. And I think every Saturday they're gonna have new episodes now for a while.
That is so cool. What's the name of the show again?
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Fooly Cooly
Everything here
Grunge,
is a little more
FLCL.
expensive
Grunge.
than I
That is so
expected.
cool. That
Yes,
a
that's how they
lead
get
role
you.
is
I'm pretty
awesome.
stoked. Yeah.
I have to say, it's been really cool to watch you just grow and do more things and just you're going to be a star. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't even matter whether you're a star or not. What matters is you're doing the stuff that you love and you're getting more work. And if you're like me, you're doing it because you love the work. And I'm happy
Yeah.
for you. So happy.
Yeah. I'm always happy to do it. That's why I still want to do, like, even if it's just like someone's making a mod, you know, I want to do this funny little thing for Fallout or something. I'm like, yeah, I'll record it. Of course, it's fun. I'll do that for free. Yeah, of course. You kidding me? It's fun. If it, you know, it's just you love to do it. So
they don't let me get away with that at Bethesda. How do you get away with that? I do it for charity. I do it for charity. When it's done for charity, I can do it, and I always do it for.
They don't let you get away with it?
Well, I always ask permission. And I ask permission, especially when it's done for charity, and they fully believe in giving back. So they've been very happy for us to do the things we do for Alzheimer's and for St. Jude's, and we've got new stuff coming up in the fall for St. Jude's. And one of the greatest human beings on the planet who helps other folks is Kenny Vigi right there. So
oh God,
he's
no,
the one who
Wes.
makes all this happen.
Stop it, Wes.
You make all this happen,
Stop
my
it.
friend.
Friggin' rock star. You're a rock star, Kenneth.
What I don't think people know, because we've talked about this story before, but Casey, you and Wes have a really unique connection in terms of how you got into voice acting that I think a lot of people here don't know.
I mean, well, this is I guess on topic-ish, because, you know, Bethesda. The first thing I ever recorded was my own mod for Oblivion when I was in high school. And I did it because my brother, who's older than me, had a musical setup. He had an AT-3035 mic with a decent preamp. And I went in the little booth and just did some lines and found the format, and I put it in the game. I was like, oh, this is cool. Showed it to a few people, and they're like, oh, this is really good.
Saving the world.
Oh, thanks. So I kind of made this. It was like every time a new game would come out, I'd make a mod of some sorts and do voice acting for it and get people to do voices too. And the one that was the biggest one was one I made for Fallout 4 called WRVR. And a couple people from Bethesda reached out to me just to tell me that they thought it was amazing. And they're like, how did you do this? This is really good. I'm like, I don't know. I had no life. I had nothing to do for weeks.
You had a dream and made it happen.
I had a dream and made it happen, yeah, I guess. And I just kept adding to it because the creation editor is a lot of fun once you poke around in there long enough and you figure out how things work in the game. You realize you can do pretty much anything you want. So I made this mod, and I wanted to do voice acting like full time for my whole life, you know? And this was probably 2017, where someone was like, hit me up, was like, you should do this full time. Why don't you do this? I'm like, what do you mean? Like voice acting? Oh, I'd love to, but I don't have the money needed to go out to California. At the time I was living in like New York or Rhode Island. I was going back and forth and had like $10 to my name, you know? So I'm like, I can't do it. I got no money. And he was like, this dude had like a really, really good job. He was like a lawyer or something, and was like, well, I think you should do it. And I go, I don't have the money. Well, how much would you need? A few thousand just to get out there, just, you know, get my car out there and a month or something like that. And he's like, what's your PayPal? And the next morning, the money was in my PayPal, and I'm like, wow, okay, I guess I'm going to LA.
What?
So I'm going to shoot my shot.
That's a commitment there. That's a commitment. If somebody offers something like that, you feel like you have to do it.
Oh, yeah. And it was always a dream to live in LA doing voice acting, and I just thought it was never going to happen. So the weird thing is, I'm in Starfield and Elder Scrolls Online and a bunch of other amazing games and shows. Just because I made a mod for Fallout 4, that was my ticket in a weird way. So it's come full circle.
Now, did you start doing all this stuff when you first wrote to me? Were you doing that stuff, or were you just a fan at that point?
Kind of both. I was doing this stuff since high school, and let's see. I think I talked to you for the first time around. I was definitely doing stuff because it was around 2011, 2012, and I'd already done Red Dead Redemption at that point. Because I remember we talked about that. Because you really like that game, and I was like, "Oh, cool,
that's the one game
so
I've
cool.
always wanted to be a part of. Red Dead Redemption. That's a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
I still have yet to play that, and I really feel like I'd enjoy it.
Good.
I remember, Wes, you were like, "Wait, you worked on Red Dead?" And I was like, "Yeah," and it just blew my mind that like someone that I look up to and just. I'm always like, yeah, this guy's like the goated guy. He's got this legendary voice, and he's so fantastic.
Well,
He's a
I'm
great
also
guy.
see the thing is like you,
And
I'm
he
also
played
a fan
something,
of
you
it.
know.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing is that's still why we do this and why we get hyped for it is because we're still fans of these things.
No,
And
I
we
still
love it.
remember you asking me to do the Imperial Guard
Yes.
from Oblivion because
Yeah.
Skyrim had come out and you didn't like
Yep.
the fact that the arrow to the knee guys didn't sound like the Imperial Guard. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and created a little thing for you and put it on
Above and
YouTube.
beyond because you had sound effects and the music and
Yeah.
it
and
was
just,
so funny, dude. And you uploaded it and it said like "Merry Christmas, this is for you, Casey" or something like that. And then,
yeah, and
the
it's still
info.
out there. It's still out
I
there.
was like, holy, he
Yes,
did
sir.
the thing. It was so great. You
Well,
violated the meme. I think
you
said.
violated
Yeah.
the meme.
Mhm.
I mean, it was fun and it was cool. And then to see you doing all this stuff and to move forward and to keep making strides, it does my heart good. I'd mentioned this to you before. There are a lot of people who want to do this, and in my classes, there are people who, some of them are more dedicated than others. Some of them stop after a little time. Others continue on because it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of practice, passion. You've got to really want it. Because if you don't, there's so many things and obstacles that'll stand in your way and stop you from getting there.
Yeah.
Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans, right?
Yeah.
And the universe will resist when you try to change your life. But the fact of the matter is, if you want it and you love it, you've got to keep doing it. And you, my friend, have had the perseverance combined with the talent and an attitude of joy towards following your heart and letting your head set the directions that has really lifted and elevated you. And I congratulate you.
Thank you so much, dude. Oh my gosh. Wow. I really appreciate that.
It's
And
just true.
It's, you know, especially growing up, trying to do this sort of thing, talking about how you want to do this thing, and everyone around you is like, "It's stupid. You'll never make it." And now getting to
That's
do
the
a game with like you and
naysayer.
Craig, and then like
Yeah.
hearing you say that just now, just it's like, holy crap.
We all
You
have the
did it.
naysayer in the back of our head that tells us
Oh,
we
yeah.
can't do it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm pretty certain when that guy put that money into your account, there was a naysayer that was maybe keeping you from doing it, but suddenly there was pressure
There's pressure.
to make something happen.
The
Okay,
dude
well he's done
drops
this.
a few
Yeah.
thousand in your $5,000 or whatever in your account. Your bank goes from like 15 to like 5,015, and you're gonna be like, oh, well,
which is better,
here we
by
go.
the way. That is
Which is
better.
better. Which is definitely better. And I was like, okay, I gotta figure this out. Oh crap, okay. Hit people up, said we're gonna make this happen. I hit up a couple of my friends who work out here, and they knew me like a little bit enough to be like, I could talk to someone and see if they, you know, could get you into the studio or something like that. Just send me your demo and all that stuff. So I went back and checked my stuff, sent it out, and I got hired for a couple jobs like as soon as I got off the plane, pretty much. And I was really, by the time I first got here, like the first day, I was like, oh, this is a big mistake. I'm never gonna make it. I thought I was gonna stay here. Yeah. Oh no, I'm the worst at that. Yeah, I have the worst self-esteem. Always have. And it's like, yeah. As soon as I got here, I thought, I'm not gonna make it. I might be here for a few weeks at most, a month at most, and then I'll be back east, making mods and hoping again that I could do it. But somehow, after 6 years, I'm still here. I don't know how, but got really lucky, I guess.
Well, it's not luck. What it is it's perseverance. What it is you followed your heart. You let your head set the directions. I'm listening to you talk about how you called people and set things up. You thought about the housing. You thought about what you needed. You thought about auditions, how other people had done it in the past. You went about things the right way. In your heart, you knew what you wanted, and so you followed that joy. But your head says, here's how we're going to do it. The only time the head gets in the way is if you let that naysayer get in there. And let me tell you something about the naysayer. Ignore it. Because you, Casey, are definitely worthy and worth it and doing wonderful things, and the best is yet to come. So
thank you so much, man. From the bottom of my heart, that I appreciate that so much. I really do. That's
again, it's just true. And like Sechler just said, imposter syndrome is horrible, and everybody has it.
Yep.
I have imposter syndrome. George Clooney has imposter syndrome.
Really?
Until he looks in the mirror and realizes he's George Clooney.
Yeah.
But no, everybody has it. Everybody has imposter syndrome. We always feel like, boy, pull the wool over their eyes one more time. But the fact of the matter is, everybody who's out there who's ever made it famous, everybody had to follow a dream, had to get the practicalities of putting things together, and ran into more failure than you could ever count. Remember, the tip of the iceberg is what you see, the bright, shining success. But underneath that water, miles and miles of what built that iceberg to be able to peak above the water. And a lot of that is rejection and failure and stress and strife. You just have to love what you do. You have to want it and understand that the naysayer is going to try to be there the entire way.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you were a kid and you were playing on the playground and you used your imagination, the naysayer never came into effect because you were just having fun. It's only as you began to grow and you began to run into people, and all these people tell you, like you say, with your father, who at first, how could you dare think about doing something like this and wasting your time playing these games? The teachers, when I would draw
Shut up,
little things on top of my math papers, I'd draw all these cartoons, and they'd come in and bring my parents in and go, Wesley seems to have a problem. He's never going to succeed if he keeps doing this. Well, I had a daily comic strip that I wrote for 2 years in Washington Times. I became a writer, a cartoonist. I started doing these things. And you know what? I never used math one single frickin' day of that. So the fact of the matter is, the naysayer is other people and their insecurities. Everybody has their own big bag of neuroses. Make them carry it themselves.
Yep.
Naysayer can take a hike. Follow your dreams.
It's something I've started to learn in the last few years, especially, because you don't get hired for these kinds of games if you suck.
No.
So I must be doing something right.
You don't get called into audition if you suck.
Yeah.
They want you to get the job. Every time you go in and you audition for something, they're hoping that you get the job.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, you know, you've got to go in and do what makes you happy, what allows you to bring those roles to life. And then if it doesn't happen, you move on and you go to the next thing. It's hard to do that sometimes because we sit around and wait by the phone like a wallflower waiting for a prom date to call. That's the worst feeling in the entire world. You got to just let it go.
Yeah.
I've done everything I can. I brought it to life. I'm satisfied with myself. And then you keep moving on. And that's life, man. That's life.
Keep moving on.
Keep
doing
moving
the
on.
thing. Because
Do
when you
the
stop,
thing.
that's when stuff falls apart. And
Always
nothing gets done.
do the thing. Always do
Always
it.
do the thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
That needs to be on a t-shirt.
Always
do the thing.
Always do the thing.
This has been fun here today, playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough start there, but you know, I figured it out.
It's fun.
Well-
we had a little laughs. We laughed, we cried.
Well, we had a good time watching you trying to dock on a space station you couldn't dock on. But
Then
I
failing
have to say,
fight bandits.
it's like everybody is in the backseat of the car with a brand new student driver, and we're
Oh,
all
no.
going, no, left, to the left.
We
no,
laughed, we
dude,
cried, we
no,
docked.
Yeah, no.
We laughed, we cried, we docked.
We
Tried.
drove out of there. We blew up a ship and came back to life.
Well, thank you for joining us,
Yep.
Starseeker Dragon. Yeah, and you know what?
Your ship is sexy, man. Sexy red engine there.
Yeah, I had thought about designing something special, but the first time I played through, I got rid of Frontier, and then I felt bad about it afterward. So I decided to keep the Frontier and then just really jack it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked at it, it said Frontier, and I thought, no, that's not the little love bug that I have right now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, I definitely cranked it out a little bit.
Yeah, you can take that to a car show and everybody's going to be sound.
Wait, where's my jetpack here?
Until they look inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It's like you have like a amazing like Ferrari or something like, oh, and you look inside, it's got like McDonald's wrappers and empty soda cups and stuff all over the seats.
Well, I used to keep a lot of crap in my car until one day my brother sitting in the passenger seat went, "My legs! I can't find my legs!" And so I decided to start clearing things out a little.
Fair. I should probably do that too.
She's a big
I've had like
chungus.
I've had a busted PS3 in my car, passenger seat, like, so anytime someone comes in, it's in like a little bag, and I went to take it to get repairs. It's too expensive. So I was like, I'll just buy a new one, but I haven't taken that thing out yet, because I tried fixing it myself, and I'm like, I'll just leave it in my car. Like, why is this thing still in my car? I need to get rid of it.
Well,
I'm hoping sometime anyone
not
gets in the car and be like, hey, PS3 there, you want it?
and
Get this thing out of here.
your free prize today.
Yeah, you survived a car ride with me. Claim your prize on the way out. It's in the back.
Wes, what about you, sir? What have you been up to? You know, aside from now the game that you can talk about that you worked on so many years ago.
I had to tell so many people for so long that I had no idea what was going on. But that's the nature of an NDA. I mean, it's been a good summer for me. We had ESO Necrom, where I got to reprise for Mayas Mora, and then Ron Hope in the fall. We're on strike right now with the unions for theatrical, so I have a couple of indie films I've done that are hanging out there waiting to come out. And the Capitals, as I'm wearing this here, are starting back up hockey again soon. And I'm going to be it's not been announced yet, but I'm going to be making an appearance at the Twin Cities Con in November, November 4th out in Minneapolis. So if anybody wants to come by and see me there, yeah, come on out. And in my class, I am teaching my class at Theater Lab right now. I think there may be 1 or 2 slots left available for November. One person who's already in the current class just told me they bought into this current class and their parents bought them a second class in November, so they're probably going to take it again in November as well.
Taking it a second time definitely helped me.
Yeah, and it goes in. It's a lot of the same things, but it's more in depth, and that's what I've mentioned to people is that practice and repetition and getting involved in it and really trying to loosen up those emotional restrictor plates does sometimes take time.
Yeah.
And really love the time in the class, and I love all my students. And I think unfortunately, because the Discord with all the former alumni is closing, I may have given them all the wrong link.
That's okay. We'll get them all moved over. But
all the new ones, good.
We're gonna have an alumni get together before the end of the year here. We should bring everybody together for a holiday hangout night.
That would be cool. Yeah, we should do that. That'd be great. And it would be like a cookout, except it would BYOW, bring your own weenies.
Bring your own Aurora.
Everything's slow.
I love donuts. Well, this ended on a really uplifting note here, talking about imposter syndrome and to keep fighting through things. And that's good advice, not even for voice acting, for pretty much anything, whether it's you're working on podcasts or streams or life in general. It's
Someone asked me once in class, they said, is this acting class or is this therapy? And I said, it has to be both.
Yeah.
I mean, both at times. I mean, acting is all, I mean, for me, every actor is different, but for me, it's all reactive. It's emotions and it's pulling stuff from your life. And I mean, that's the way I just do it anyway. And some actors like to think and ponder. I'm the opposite.
Ponderous, man. It's ponderous.
I don't think. I'm not good at that. That's why I'm an actor. I turn off my head, what little bit is working, and then I just feel, react, and that's my acting. That's me.
As long as you can plug into that part of you that feels, allows yourself to feel, because if you don't, no one else will.
Yeah. If you can't, this is something as I noticed that I've started directing stuff more, and as I started directing more, I could really tell when an actor isn't feeling it.
Yeah.
I don't feel it. You don't hear it. You don't feel what they're saying.
They're not
you don't
connected.
believe them.
Yeah.
They're not connected. Yeah. And they're just saying the line, but the heart is not there. So
Well, that's the thing about a line, isn't it? When it's on paper, you can read what's on the paper, but hardly any line that has ever been written is trying to say exactly what the words say. It's all intent.
It's intent.
It's all what's behind the line that makes
Yeah.
the difference. Peel that onion, man. Peel that onion.
Yeah. For real though, that's AI can't do that. It may replicate
You know
our
what it
voices,
is,
but
the Rotten
it's never
Gamer?
gonna have the intent.
So I'll explain something so people can know how my head works. Rotten Gate, you may not be able to talk, but the stuff you do is pretty amazing too. Thank you. So I don't stream a lot, partly because I have to psych myself up to do it, because I tend to get overly self-conscious and lost in my head a lot. I'm an very introverted, functioning extrovert. Yeah. So in that instance, if I was getting frustrated, it just becomes like a bigger disaster because it goes off the script of what I was planning on doing in my head. And once that happens, I get lost for a little bit.
Yeah, but today when that happened, you rolled with it. We all had fun. Everybody laughed, and it was part of the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I welcome the memes. Very good. So we're actually going to pass the party. Oh, before I go, so a few big things that we're working on that I want to share that we can talk about. So coming up November 14th, I'm going to be on Bethesda's channel with Lady Devon, and we're going to be kicking off the next Fallout for Hope charity drive for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, headed into our fourth fundraiser for them. And we're helping Bethesda with an official Fallout 76 5th anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
So
I love
we've
76.
got an over 3-hour parade of over 40 floats created by the community. It's going to be hosted by myself and Lady Devon. Wes is going to be there to offer some color commentary of the parade route.
We'll have a parade with Mr. Fluffy.
Yep. So Wes is going to be leading off the parade festivities. We've got Adrian Barbeau, who will be serving as Grand Master of the parade, the literal voice of the Overseer, absolutely iconic actress as well. The original Scream Queen is going to be with us.
She's amazing. I finished her
so
book.
excited.
So good.
Yeah, it'll be one hell of a stream and celebration of 5 years of all of us coming together and what has been born of Fallout 76.
And it slowly grew into a huge, wonderful community.
Yeah, it did.
What day is this again, Ken? And do you have times?
Yep, November 14th, and it's going to be starting at 3 p.m. Eastern, so 3 to 6 p.m. November 14th. And it's going to be Shreds and Jessica Starr are going to be hosting the Xbox and PlayStation floats, and Tooniversal is going to serve as our in-game host for the PC floats. I'm really, really excited to bring this to you because we've also got live dance numbers. It's going to be like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade vibe. We've got dancing. We've got music. We're going to have some commercials.
How can we watch this?
Twitch.tv/Bethesda. We're going to be on the
It's
mothership
on
channel.
their official. Wow.
On their official channel, yeah.
Heck yeah.
And that's going to be not just the celebration of Fallout 76, but it's going to be the kickoff to what will be our 4th annual St. Jude fundraiser. We've raised over $350,000 for that hospital alone, over $500,000 for that plus other causes. So there's also going to be some exciting changes coming to Fallout for Hope that I'll be able to talk about in a few months. It's going to be something unique and unheard of, so I'm excited about where that's going.
Well, you've constantly done things and made this world a much better place, Ken.
Oh no, Wes!
So
No, don't do this to me. Stop it.
It's true.
It's
you're
true.
like the Lone Ranger. You always leave before anybody can say thank
I
you.
hate this part. God damn it. We are going to raid into Ma Tater. Speaking of a beautiful, wholesome someone, Ma Tater is just starting streaming Starfield. So
Perfect timing.
she is one of my favorite people. She's everyone's mom. So stick around, check out her stream.
A mom of taters as well.
She's a mom of tater, and who doesn't love tater tots? Make sure you follow Wes Johnson on all socials.
Wes Johnson Voice on Twitter.
Yep.
Wes Johnson on Instagram. Wes Johnson Actor on TikTok.
Yep. And Casey as well. Casey's on. You're on. Are you on TikTok?
I think I am. I used it like a few years ago, made one thing, it blew up, I got scared and never touched it again. But I should get back on there because it was kind of fun. My name on like Twitter and Instagram and I think probably TikTok's the same thing, is just Casey the VA. Easy, because my last name is weird and people don't know how to spell it or
They don't know where to put the L's.
There's so many L's in the I's and there's like a couple vowels in there. Syllables are weird.
And also, don't forget to check out Casey's show on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
What was the name of that show again, Casey?
Fully Cooley Grunge.
Fully Cooley Grunge. Okay.
Yeah.
Stick around for Mont Tater, and thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. We're passing the raid now. Have a lovely evening, everyone.
Sweet.
And see on Blue Sky too.
Yeah, Ranger Houston.
Yes, Blue Sky.
Take the class. There's financial aid that's available, by the way, before we raid here. So,
there is financial aid.
Yep.
Please come take advantage.
Yep. So if money's an issue, check out the financial aid. A lot of people have used that. Don't feel shame in asking for help. Good night, everybody. I love ya.
Cheers.
See ya. Heck yeah.
That was awesome, guys.